They're quiet all the time, and then as soon as I'm like, I'm gonna stream, somebody's like, oh, what a great time to start vacuuming, drilling, leaf blowing. I don't know what they're doing. It's an impressive noise, though. Quite impressive. Hurrah, hurrah. Oh, getting there. Tepig. I don't know how long it'll take to get a shiny. Let's see how long it takes. I guess that would be a useful widget I can try and add down the line. It's one of those things that does counts for you. Boop. I always want to put a lure on that Pokestop, but I know it doesn't do me any good to do so. Because I just can't quite reach it to be in range of the spawns. My goodness, though. Thank you. I hope that's all they're doing today. I could totally close my door to cut down on noise from outside, but then I would boil to death. Okay, we did get a new research from it. Evolve a Pokemon. I was really hoping for a Tepig themed one, but oh well, oh well, oh well. Another piggy. Let's go. Hey, Dark Squall. Hello, good morning. Sorry I wasn't looking at the chat right away there. How you doing? Obviously we don't have a shiny quite yet. The day's still just getting started. Did I just catch this guy? I think I did. Was that the 115? Oh, 145? Maybe I did. Maybe. Who knows? We got the balls to spare. Yeah, I think I already had that one. Well, it's another piggy. Lolislap, good morning. Hello. Oh, Dark Skull, you are crocheting. Perfect. Very perfect timing indeed. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Good morning. It's just past 11 a.m. here in Japan. It is a very, very hot. That's not going to stop me from enjoying tea. Islington, hey, hello, welcome. Always nice to see everybody. So we have a chill little morning here, catching some little orange piggies and hoping for a shiny. I mean, there will be a shiny. It's community day. It's going to happen, but I'm still a little bit hurt by the Bidoofs. The Bidoofs hurt my feelings. Oh, I feel like I need to settle into this beanbag so I'm a little bit more... There we go. Now my face is more on screen. Oh, the beanbag was a good idea. This is comfy. I can lean back. I'm also placed a lot closer to the computer so I can read the chat more clearly for once. Yes. It's good times. It's good times. Although I do need to make this window bigger. That would make my life a lot easier. There we go. Much easier to read things now. I have once or twice got confused and tried to like look at my computer screen to play the game, and I'm just like, what? Do I have a good IV Tepig to evolve? I actually have better than that. Where is he here? Lucky, and I forget what its evolution is called. So we're just gonna do this. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. I got a little Pignite ready to go, so we'll evolve that. I do have a quest there that said I need to evolve something, so we'll do that soon. But I think we'll also wait for the professor to tell me to evolve a Pignite, because that's always a part of these quests, isn't it? Every time. Always telling me to evolve things. He's so demanding. So demanding considering I can't do his actual quest, because there's that Professor Pokemon card that came out, the promotional one. I think it's only from the American Pokemon Center. And if you get it, it's got a little code at the bottom that you can enter in to redeem, and you can do a little like Professor... I keep wanting to call him Oak, and I know that's not his name. You get a little, like, professors only mission, task, research, quest thing. You know what I mean. I can't brain good. So I think what I was trying to say is I can't get access to that, so I'm a little bit bitter at the professor right now. Just like, how dare you, sir? How dare you? That's alright. It's actually really funny that, like, so many people are able to order Japanese Pokemon products from the Japanese Pokemon Center by using proxies, and I can't figure out how to do the same to get the American stuff. But the American Pokemon Center has, like, really nice clothes and things. Like, that's just not fair. Japanese one has a lot of really cool Japan exclusive stuff, but the American one gets the best clothing, in my opinion. Oh yeah, the Willow card is gonna be a batch to get. Yes, yes. Like it seems like it shouldn't be that hard in theory, but like, oh goodness. I'm sure there's gonna be people who just get a whole bunch of them for the sake of the collecting aspect and having them scalp, obviously. But then they're just gonna have all the codes and be like, please, please, somebody give me a code for that quest. That was a double bounce. Tepig bounced that ball twice. Did you see that? I saw that. He was just like, boop, boop, you're not going to get me. It wants me to evolve 3 Tepigs. We'll get there eventually. Eventually. Unless our main content in the US is moving shortly, so not able to help with that anymore. No, 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 that's totally fine. Is that who I'm thinking it is? Does that mean your partner? Are they going to be moving to be where you're at? Or are they already there? I'm not sure. I feel like it's been a while since we've like had a good catch up. I could, in theory. My friend Kevin is American. Kevin also knows tech support, and I could ask his mom to buy me things and send them to me. Yeah, she's going to University of Providence. Yay! That's so exciting! Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. I was thinking about that the other day with the whole pandemic situation. That would make being able to visit really difficult, and like it's already hard being in a long distance relationship, but then add in like travel is forbidden, and my goodness, why did I spin the stop myself? The ooh, it smells like one of my neighbors is barbecuing, but that's not a thing people do in Japan. They don't just like hang out in their yard and barbecue. Well, at least not that I've experienced before. I was living in an apartment for the last like 10 years before moving to this house, so what do I know? I could be crazy. Maybe people do barbecue. It's early though. 11 a.m. barbecue? Maybe. Maybe it's just somebody cooking their lunch and it just smells particularly good. That could be what's happening. Tepigs. Where's the Tepigs at? I think the widget's not up to date. I'm not entirely certain. So I look at the widget for the follower count. It says 29. But if I go to the actual Twitch website, it tells me 31. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I talk pretty much every day. And thankfully, right before the lockdowns hit, we were on vacation together. Oh, that's nice. So you got like some good, I mean, obviously not perfect, but you got some good like quality time in before it all happened. And I mean, communication is everything, right? As long as you can have that contact. Hey, there's our first shiny. Oh, its nose is a really cute pink color. Oh, it's so cute. I'm really excited. It like when it turns into Ember, it is beautiful. Beautiful evolution. Boom, that's right. Boom with the shiny. We got one. We got one. Oh, how is it? Not exactly a fighter. I might need to turn my online status off because people will send me raid invites all day long, and I feel so bad because I'm often online, but I'm at work, so I can't actually be raiding. Nothing too exciting happening in those raids, though. What was I going to do? Oh, that's right. I was like, wait, I want to take a picture and do the snapshots, but I want to make sure I'm like appropriate because I just have it go automatically to the camera, which means my legs are just hanging out in the background whenever I open it up. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. But you know. One shiny. Ah, ah, ah. Yes. Oh. Is the Count still on Sesame Street? Do kids these days understand who he is and what he did for us? The Count. I think my favorite moment of the Count is in the Muppets Family Christmas when he's counting the sad frogs. And look at my foot. Oh, gross feet in the background with my foot tan. Wait, I think I wanted to give my buddy, I forgot I wanted to give my buddy a treat while I was there. Just have to do it again. Which is alright, because we need to get all 5 photo bombs. Yeah, I think there's a moment in the Muppets Family Christmas where like Kermit and Robin are staring at the window worrying about Miss Piggy being lost in the snowstorm, and the Count's sitting there going like, one sad frog. Just like, dude. Harsh. I wonder if any of my students in Japan know who the Count is, because I know Sesame Street's a little different in other countries too. Hmm. I don't know, the end of the super effective incense when you stay at home. I love it. Yes, me too. It's been really nice, like especially when I'm working and it's whatchamwho's it, the hour, the hour of power. I forget what it's called. Clearly, my brain's not fully on, but you know what I mean. There's that like special hour every Tuesday where a Pokemon comes and hangs out for the day, and it's really awesome. And I'm usually at work when that happens, so having the super effective incense is really nice. Spotlight, that's the word. Thank you. Yep, yep. I've had a bit of a long week, if you couldn't tell. Let's catch this guy. And then I get this photobomb guy. We don't want a quick catch because we want him to actually disappear off the screen, otherwise it'll confuse me forever. Hey! Hey, that was rude. That was rude. I wasn't doing anything mean to you. My goodness. I feel like that widget might be doing something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind the number 29. It's a prime number, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know what my thing is with that. I think it started off as like a joke. Hey, shiny number 2. It started off as a joke at work. Somebody asked me something about that had something to do with numbers, and I was like, "Oh, that's a prime number." And now I can't stop doing it. And I'm just like, "Ooh, prime number, prime number." You're gonna kill that Tepig at the end of the day. Maybe. I mean, technically, I'm not doing it. It's the professor who's grinding things up. I got back from a long walk and I think I'm a little sunburned. Oh no, Leslie! Not a sunburn. I'm sorry. Sunburns are the worst. Two shinies. I don't even know if I'm doing the impression right. It's been a long time since I've watched Sesame Street and seen the count. That's alright. I can try. I can try. Yeah, I'm just going to disconnect. Oh, it already is disconnected. Good for me. I'm so clever. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I haven't had a sunburn yet this year, but I'm sure my time is coming. Oh, with all the walking I do. I do, like, you might not be able to tell when I'm taking pictures of Pokemon for the snapshot quest, but, like, or not the snapshot quest, to get the snapshot photobomb, that's what I want to say. But I have, like, a pretty distinct tan on my foot. Like, I wear flip-flops far too often year-round, so I have a very clear, like, white Y from the flip-flop band. And then it doesn't matter what shoes I wear, always, like, my feet are darker somehow. So there's usually a fairly clear line between my ankle and foot. I hate tan lines, and yet I've, like, permanently separated my feet from the rest of my body. Although we had... I wish I mean, we're not supposed to take pictures of kids, and it's kind of weird to take pictures of kids, but I wish I could have taken a picture of this one boy's arms the other day at work, because, like, it's very clear that he plays on a sports team, and he's outside all the time in a long sleeve shirt, because his arms were, like super white, but then his hands looked like he just, like, dipped them in chocolate and pulled them out. Like the straight line around his wrist of the tan line was pristine. It was perfect. Like those shirt sleeves never move into any other position. It was really impressive. I was not expecting that. I'm used to seeing farmer's tans, you know, the wife beater tan, all that. Um, Even seeing some mask tans these days, but I've never seen just perfectly crisp hands. uh, Obviously borrowed the feet. I might have. The trucker tan, one arm only tan. Oh, yes, I've heard of that one. Although, I've also seen online, I don't remember where it was, but like long distance truckers showing the skin damage to their face. So, like, one half of their face is significantly more aged than the other because it's got so much of the window hitting them. And that one really scared me. That was just like, I mean, skin damage in general is kind of terrifying, but just to see somebody's face become so distinctly asymmetrical purely from sun damage. I remember I went fishing. I remember I went fishing once and I had my hood up to block the sun and my entire nose was red by the end from sunburn. No! Oh, and I bet you just got all like the Rudolph jokes from everybody. Hey, Mitchell. Hey, how's Tepig going so far? Pretty good. We got two shinies already, so let's see if this one's a shiny. Oh, I was hoping it would be a shiny just for you, just because you came and said hello. Yay. How are you doing over there? Are you playing from home or are you outside today? I really want to go do something for Go Fest, but I can't decide what to do. It's too difficult. Kyoto would definitely be better for meeting friends, but it's so much further, and that's not what I want to do at all. I was trying to find Pokemon to transfer. Uh, Kyoto would be so much better for meeting up with friends, but not as safe to go all the way through Osaka. Which I did know. See, there's things like that where, like, of course, every single person who's going to see you with a sunburnt nose is going to be like, oh my god, you're like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they're going to think they're super clever. But they don't think about the fact that you've probably heard it 100 times, and it's not funny, plus you're in pain, so that makes it extra not funny. You got one shiny and you're at home. Nice. Trying to catch three fast, and then get ready, because I'm meeting that teacher. Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh man, you need to have get yourself a gotcha so you can play on the down low. uh, I mean, my gotcha died because I overused it, I think. But that is quite severe psoriasis, and as a fisherman, it actually helps with it when he's fishing in the summer. Interesting. So I'd love to meet in Kyoto. I'm getting my vaccine next week so soon. Lucky. Oh, see, I just can't make my mind up because if I go to Kyoto, it takes me like 3 hours to get there. So what time does it start? At like 10 a.m., 9 a.m.? I'm gonna have to leave from here at like 6 in the morning to get there and then play till the event ends and then come all the way back. So I'm just gonna be dead. Wait, what a second. Why did it do that? It just like the mod just got mean there for a second. I put that mod bot on, but I didn't expect it to do that. What did it do to Mitchell? Too many symbols. What were the symbols, though? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I just went with, like, the bot was like, we recommend you turn this on. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. That was, whew. Too many question marks. Ah, I see. I see. It didn't like your question marks. I see the bot does not like anyone questioning its authority. All right. I'm learning. I'm learning how these things work. I could probably turn that off, though. Maybe later. So much effort right now to go find the web page. Like, uh, I'm glad to be a tester. Well, thank you. Thank you for sacrificing yourself for the sake of the stream. Maybe I should try turning that off now, though. Let's see what it do. Sorry, interrupted. Skin damage. No, 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 it's fine. We were talking about sunburns and skin damage to truckers and psoriasis and other fun things. You know, very adult conversations over here. That was the thing with my grandparents. Whenever I saw them before they passed, the last few visits, there was always like long, lengthy discussions about all their health problems and medication and all the things that hurt and the things that are in pain. But they just talk about it so matter of factly. They're just like, yep. And then if you got together with their friends, it would just get even better because they'd just be like recommending medication and doctors to each other like it was just a party or something. It was just the funniest thing. And then, of course, they're just talking about people dying like it's just whatever. All right, symbol protection off. There we go. Now you should be able to have as many question marks as you like. The bot hates questions. The bot does not like to be questioned. It throws me off. Oh, I turned off the symbol thing, so it's just, I think, modding people who try to drop links now, maybe? I think. We shall see. We shall see. It's another Tepig. Tippy Teppy. Tepig, get into ball. So I'm experiencing the other thing that happens where it's like I've been totally fine all morning, and then as soon as I start streaming, my body's like, you know what? You should pee. And I'm like, no, not yet. It's not time yet. It's like when you go to bed, like you go to the bathroom and then you lie down in bed and you snuggle up and you get comfy and you're like, I'm ready to sleep. And then your body's like, but what if you went pee? And you're like, I know I don't actually have to go. Stop messing with me. This isn't nice. This isn't nice. Yeah, that's interesting. When I look at Twitch on its website, it says 31 followers, but the little widget says 29. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's happening over here? Oh, okay. Nothing's happening over there. Sorry, I was checking on all the places where I plopped links and things. Make sure everybody's okay. Everything's fine out there. We're all good in the world. Okay, looks like we're fine. Looks like we are fine. Symbols are often used in I'm not sure how to pronounce that right, so I'm just going to say ASCII art because that makes me laugh. One of my coworkers is dead as sick, and she matter of factly says he's close to his time to die. Oh boy, yeah. I've been in a bot raid where people are posting unpleasant ASCII posts. Oh, okay, interesting. Good to know. That coworker wants inheritance. Honestly, I had stopped myself from flinching. Ugh. But also, like, different people process differently. The grieving process is different for everybody. And depending on how long this, like, her father's been in that state, that's what I'm looking for. How long her father has basically been dying, essentially, or declining, that can affect it. Like, my dad was never that matter of fact when his wife died, but out of the 8 years they were married, 4 of them were spent watching her die of cancer. So, like, he had a lot of time to process the actual, oh, Casta Melody, hello. Yeah, my dad had a lot of time to process the actual grief and loss before it actually happened. Hey, shiny number 3. Boop. I just love its pink little nose so much. It's so cute, so pretty. The overall oranginess of Tepig, I'm not sure on, but like that pale yellow, that bright pink, that kind of like chocolatey, almost looking color. Yeah, that sort of chocolatey brown. I want to knit something in those colors. That's how my brain works. Let's see. So that's the other thing. As soon as I start talking on stream, then my body's like, oh, hey, I think you want to burp too. And I'm like, but I don't burp normally. Wah, wah. Yo, shiny piggy. Yes. Little oinky baby. I love the umeboshi tail shiny Tepig has. Yes, it does look like a little umeboshi. Now I want umeboshi. I have a little basket of snacks with me again, but there's nothing with umeboshi in there, unfortunately. Although I do have something claiming to be lemon flavored dried apple from Aomori, and I'm curious to know what that's going to taste like because I like apple to begin with. All right, let's transfer those 10. Transfer 10 Pokemon. Beep beep boop beep beep boop beep beep. Boop boop. Okay, done. That finishes up her Tepig. Can't miss them. Can't miss those Tepigs. I'm just curious, for those of you who aren't in Japan, does everyone know what umeboshi is? And have you tried it? What do you think about it? I guess rather than asking the question, I should just answer the question. My goodness. Teacher brain. I do that a lot in staff meetings now since I have the boss. I get to sit there and be like, oh, so what do you think about this thing? Do you know what this is? And get the teachers to like offer information, which is really good, I think, actually for helping people to learn new things and to promote discussion. But there are definitely some moments where I'm just like, I'm not fully prepared. So how about you guys just tell me things and discuss it? And I'll be like, yes, good point, interesting. But actually, I'm panicking inwardly. No, I know what it is and how I tried it. All right, so ume are plums, and umeboshi is a pickled plum. So I'm not exactly sure what process they use for pickling them here in Japan, but they are very sour and a little salty. They are so delicious. And Wakayama, where I live, is famous for umeboshi and ume in general. So umeshu, which is plum wine or plum liqueur, depending on who you talk to. That's also made from the same kind of plums. They're so good. Oh, and for me personally, with umeboshi, I really like just having like a onigiri, so a rice ball, just plain white rice, it's a little lightly salted, and then your umeboshi in the middle of it. Usually in that case, it's kind of mushed up and the pit's been taken out because you don't want to accidentally bite into a hard pit. That would suck. Also for me, if I'm going to a convenience store or something and I want to get a bento, so like a pre-made lunchbox, I will see one that looks delicious, but when I see there's no umeboshi on the rice, I'm just like rejected. Like I really want that plain white rice and sour flavor together. It's just ooh, so good. So good. Absolutely delicious. If you like sour things. If you don't like sour things, then, obviously you wouldn't be so into it. Whereas plum wine I have had though. Yes, plum wine is delicious. Japanese plums are not like Western plums. They can't be eaten raw. Yes, that is a very good point. Yeah, when you think of like a plum, at least for me thinking of a plum back in Canada, it would be like yay big and very like purple, almost bluish sometimes, like a very bold in your face color. Whereas Japanese plums, I usually see them being green or yellow, maybe a little bit of like a reddish pink. They're smaller. They're almost always hard as rocks, so you could always grab a few and throw them at somebody if they'd be in a creep. That sounds very good. Yes. There's a lot of tasty things here in Japan. Wakayama is famous for umeboshi, like ume in general, so just Japanese plums, and for oranges or mikan. So even when you think of like oranges, like I think of an orange and I think of like this big, like kind of grapefruit size, and then there's smaller ones, like you got your clementines, your tangerines, and your mandarins. Um, Mikan seem to be like the kind of tangerine or mandarin sized oranges, but I don't actually know what kind of orange they are. They're all oranges, but it's very confusing. There's just too many things. There's too many varieties. Hey, another shiny. Another one. Man, they really turned the shinies on today. Okay. The first time I tried that, my face made all kinds of shapes. Whew. I can imagine. Well, I'm adamant a mikan is a mandarin. I'm inclined to agree with you there. Like, I don't know. I'm obviously not an expert in citrus fruits, so I don't know how to qualify them. But yeah, I'm with you there. That seems accurate. All right, who are we gonna evolve around here? Let's just take one of you little dudes. Oh no, I could hear one spawning. Don't know if I'm right, but that's my story. Hey, I will follow your story. I trust you. Ah, yes. This is definitely much more comfy sitting on the beanbag. The little sofa is still behind me, and you can tell Wooloo's. I can't quite reach Wooloo. Very awkward arm twisting going on there. Wooloo's right behind me. The little sofa is fairly comfy, but I don't know. If sitting on it for long periods of time does start to kind of wear on me, so I'm hoping that beanbag takes care of me here. I don't know if you can hear me slapping the beanbag, but that sounds really inappropriate for some reason. Why does it sound inappropriate? Ee boy boy boy. Pow. Let's get this one. Yes. Wiki says one classification system says not Mandarin, one says Mandarin. What? Genetic analysis has shown the Satsuma to be a highly inbred Mandarin Pomelo hybrid. Wow. Look. So now we're bringing in something else in the mix. We got a Pomelo in here. Inbred. Yes. I don't know how I feel about that. Like with animals and humans, obviously, inbreeding is bad. So is inbreeding okay with food, like vegetables and fruits? I mean, bananas are kind of inbred, aren't they? They have to be because they're like genetically modified. Like we've selectively bred them until they can't make any more. Like bananas don't make seeds. That's why you don't have seeds in your banana, but it's a fruit, but it has no seeds. It's very confusing. We need a fruit doctor. Who the fruit doctor? Where the fruit doctor's at? Fruit doctor, come educate me on fruits. I don't know. Inbred just means it can't reproduce. All right. Can't for them won't try. Wait, how did that bot get in here? How did that bot get in here? How did they do that? Oh no. And this is where I don't know how to delete the things. Is that why I should have the no symbols allowed? I bet the no symbols allowed would have stopped that thing getting in there. Ugh. Oh no, a bot. Now I have to remember, how do I how to make one of you a mod. Who wants to be the mod and delete the bot? Because I couldn't figure out how to left, right, whatever click on it last time. Oh, adventures in being an old woman on Twitch, where I'm just like, wah, the actual banana. You can mod me. Aw, thank you, Dark Squall. All right. I just have to put slash mod and your name, right? Did that work? I hope it worked. I typed and sent a thing. I hope it did the thing. I was playing around with the settings on the bot because you told me about them on Twitter, and I think I kind of get it, but I was also just like, well, I remember all of these commands. I hope so. I'm like, wow, I'm really close to the camera. Hello, hello, face. And Lola Slap is crazy to think about, indeed. Hey, thank you, Dark Squall, and it worked. Yay! So, like, double thank you. Thank you for reminding me about who's it, the bot for modding and how to teaching me how to use it, and then actually being the mod. Like, I don't know what I'd do without you. You're an absolute lifesaver. Oh, I appreciate all you guys so much. I think in 1900, the real banana became extinct in an epidemic. Ah, yeah, I've heard about that. It became extinct in an epidemic back in like 1900. I've heard different things. I've heard that it went extinct in an epidemic. I heard that like we ate them all. I'm like, hmm. And is it something like the banana flavoring is like the flavor of that original banana? Or was it just like there was a particular strain of banana that was really popular and that's what we use for banana flavoring, but like it was kind of over farmed and overeaten to a point where it's less available? I don't know. I get it all really jumbled up in my head. I feel like I've heard conflicting stories about the history of bananas. Now I really want a banana, but I don't have any bananas at home. I have a single golden kiwi left in the fridge that I think is still edible. The fridge situation is pretty sad today. Or pretty amazing, depending on how you think about it. Because we got butter, or we got margarine. I've got cheese. I have 4 little squares of cheese to eat. I have shred cheese. I have milk. I have a bottle of sangria, a bottle of lemon juice, and that golden kiwi. I think that's all that's in the fridge right now. Oh, and my deodorant, because it's like a plastic-free bar, and I like to keep it in the fridge so it stays safe, and it's also just real refreshing. You put like cold deodorant in your armpits. Whew, that's real nice in the summer. I heard that the real flavor of banana is the same of the banana candies. So much history behind the banana. I mean, the flavor of extinct banana. Yes, yes, yes. I heard the same thing, that like banana candy, banana popsicles, like that really nice, delicious, who's it? Sweet banana flavor that we get in banana flavored products is not actual banana. But at the same time, I'm like, how do you manufacture a flavor from something that no longer exists? That's really fascinating to me. I think that's probably why other things like cherry and strawberry candies never actually taste like cherry or strawberry to me. They taste good. Grape candies too. I wonder, how do they do that? Because they'll always be like, it's made with extract, like real fruit extracts. And I'm like, but it doesn't taste anything like it. I love that this is the second Dodo Community Day stream where we end up discussing the history of bananas. Clearly, this is something I need to study. I need to sit down and seriously research the history of bananas. Or maybe it's because I'm secretly bananas. I said I was potato, but secretly I've been banana all along. They were called gross Michelle. Yeah, I think I'm having deja vu now. I like we did talk about this before, didn't we? Clearly, I just really like bananas. Why don't I have any bananas right now? I need to buy bananas. I was tempted. I was going to try and go to the supermarket or the convenience store this morning before streaming, and I was like, true. There's not a reference to know the flavor, right? Right. But also, like, we know that there's things that they make by using other flavors. Like, we know that a lot of vanilla flavoring is actually made using, was it the anal glands of beavers, I believe? Like, it's crazy. It might not actually be the anal gland itself. I think it's kind of like there's like a scent gland near that area. Anyways, vanilla flavor, not actual extract made from beans, but vanilla flavor. That comes from beaver butts. So, yeah. Now you know what a Bidoof butthole tastes like. I'm gonna get myself banned by my own bot, aren't I? Well, it's not even my bot. The bot that I have acquired to assist. I don't think it can ban me from talking, though. That would be really funny, though. I'm sure at some point technology get to a point where it can just be like, bloop. The gross Michelle still exists in some places. Don't worry, the beaver butt contains no symbol. I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter. I'll have to find it and retweet it. My friend Professor K was sharing with us that while his son Lucas was doing one of the giant Bidoof raids, there was a glitch that was just Bidoof butt. And rather than taking a screen capture of Lucas's phone, Chris took a picture of Lucas's phone, which just happens to have the most beautifully, precisely placed crack in the screen. And it's not even a crack; it's like a literal in the screen. And the scandalousness of this photo, like, I don't think people knew they would feel that way about Bidoof until they saw this, and now it's just so disturbing. Oh, you'll be safe. Also, banana plants are herbs. Yes, banana plants. There's so many things. Like, banana plants are herbs. Aren't palm trees grass? They're not actually trees. Like, what is our life even? Bidoof flavor. I'm sorry, Leslie. Don't think about it too deeply. It's okay. It'll be okay. So these are things you guys may or may not know. I had like a year or so where I went like crazy, crazy vegan because I'd seen the Meet Your Meat video by PETA. Do not watch that unless you want to be traumatized. And I just could not deal with meat for a year. And then I got like really, I just went bonkers for a full year. I was like full on. So I ended up learning a lot of like, surprise, this is an animal product things at that time. So I don't know what people are actually still using today. Like, I remember learning that like a lot of red coloring is, I think it comes from insects or something, or like shiny red coloring on candy comes from a certain kind of insect. There's something they use from like horse urine to brown certain baked products. So things like certain kinds of pretzels might have an ingredient in them called urea, which should be a dead giveaway, but that like makes things have this nice golden brown color without actually having to bake it to that perfect golden brown color. I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea how accurate these things are anymore, but it was really interesting to realize like how many things actually have something in it. And that's also kind of where I came at the other end and was like, well, there's no point in really trying to be vegan and avoid all animal products because even the most simple things, if a product is made in a factory, even if they don't put any animal products into it, there is a certain allowable percentage of like rat feces and rat hairs and bugs and other things. Like, it'll be a teeny tiny percentage, but it's basically impossible to get something that's mass produced that does not contain some degree of animal in it. Plus the whole destruction of habitat and everything else just to be able to build a factory that makes these things. So I gave up. I gave up on it. Strawberries aren't berries. Oh dear. I saw that so funny. Yes, tomatoes are berries. F in Japan. Watermelon and strawberries are vegetables. Ew. Red coloring is from cochineal beetles. Yes. Fake red food coloring can make people hyperactive. Yes, I have heard that. That's what it is. Yep. It's really interesting, like, where we get these things from, and you just don't even think about it. I mean, sometimes it's better not to think about it. Like, I'm sorry if I've just shattered anybody's ignorance and you can no longer live in bliss, but yeah, a lot of just everyday things in your life that you don't think about contain something. And like, I get people out there, and like, you get the anti-vaxxers who are like, oh no, it has chemicals in it. And I'm like, your body is chemicals. But there is something actually kind of disturbing about not knowing that your vanilla flavored cookie is actually beaver butt flavored cookie. But hey, them beavers got tasty butts. Apparently. Who discovered that, by the way? Who was it who, like, came over to Canada, started killing beavers to make hats, and was like, you know what? Well, I got this dead beaver here, and I'm preparing its pelt to make a hat. What if I just taste its butt glands? I mean, that's what happened, right? That has to be what happened. I don't know. I don't know. The dew flavor cookie. See, now I need to buy an oven just so that I can make vanilla cookies, like vanilla, like, because chocolate chip cookies are basically vanilla cookies, but then just put a little chocolate chip in the middle. Make them Bidoof butt shaped with a little chocolate chip. Yes, yes. Or you know what? Since I don't have air conditioning downstairs, which is where I'd have to put an oven, somebody else do that. You make the Bidoof butt cookies, and just give me a shout out when your business takes off and you become a millionaire. Because no, don't use chocolate chips. Get a whole Hershey's Kiss, a whole Hershey's Kiss, and just it on there. Perfection. We're making money making ideas here. This is why I am a supervisor. I have great ideas. Toilet paper was invented in 1850s. Toilet paper was splinter free in 1935. It took 85 years. No. Wait, yes, it took 85 years for them to get the splinters out of toilet paper. Where was it I saw that recently? It might have been in a PewDiePie video. It was like a TikTok compilation or someone reacting to TikToks, and one of them was like reusable toilet paper. So it was very clearly something made with, it looked like kind of a felted fabric or maybe like a flannel. Looked very soft, like something you would wrap a baby up in, and like sewn into little like rectangles, maybe yay-ish big. So, but the same width and size as like squares of toilet paper. And the whole idea is, you wipe your butt with that and just wash them, reuse them, which sounds horrible, but at the same time, like environmentally friendly. And as long as you properly clean them and disinfect them, hey, shiny for the splinter-free paper, but toilet paper. I think I was trying to say butthole at the same time as toilet paper. But yeah, the idea of reusable toilet paper sounds horrible for the cleanliness factor, but at the same time, like people clean diapers. You have reusable cloth diapers. And anyone who's ever had a pet or a baby has had to clean poop before. So, like, is it really that horrible? Like, I think as long as you disinfect everything properly and you're careful, you could. I will never complain about paper about paper like toilet paper again. Yeah, like a straight up sheet of printer paper doesn't sound so bad when you think about splinters in your butthole. I saw an ad like that, but Paz reusable cloths. Yes, those are actually like not that bad. I don't need to get too TMI here. I have used them. I have a couple. I prefer them for like at home use because obviously it's way easier to immediately deal with cleaning them. I can't really imagine what it's like to be out on the go somewhere and you're like, wow, I don't know. I just hiked up and down a mountain for 12 hours and I have a whole bunch of them. Like, oof, that sounds not so pleasant. But, I mean, what can you do? At the end of the day, bodies are gross. Bodies make and... Why do I keep trying to spin that when I know I can't yet? Bodies make and produce a lot of gross things. It's what they do. It happens to all of us. It's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed about, even though we all get embarrassed and ashamed anyway. It's inevitable. Like, even as I'm sitting here on stream and my body's like, ooh, let's make a little burp noise. I'm just like, no, 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 please, no, please, no. I don't want to be doing the gross things. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal, really. Not a big deal. But I still, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how we've been trained to accept certain things and not others. Let's get another photobomb here. Look, my little Pikachu friend's hanging out over there, by the way. And Slowbro doesn't want you to see him. Also, not sure if we'll get any crab cam action today. I've got the curtain pulled beside me. Otherwise, I was just turning into a ghost. I was so pale with the sunlight directly hitting my face, which is weird because it was supposed to rain all day today. And then the sun was like, hey, friend. And I'm like, wow, thanks for showing up after I decided to do my laundry and hang it inside with the dehumidifier on. Like, or was it bringing out the body positivity speed? I think it's just one of those things, too, that comes with, like, age and teaching children. Like, you see a lot of gross and wild things. Chris. Oh, hello, Chris. Oh, your Tepig event already started. Yes, it is 11:46 here in Japan. So we've been at it for a little while. Just enjoying the pigs. Talking about bodily functions and the flavor of Bidoof. And the history of bananas. The wild and history. I just realized now the follower count is showing 30. So did somebody else follow? Or is it just finally catching up? Let's have a look here. What's happening over there? Oh, no, Chris just followed. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the follow. Now we are, well, according to the widget, we are 20 away from the goal, but according to actual Twitch, we are 18 away from the goal. If I get to 50, I have a box of Eevee Heroes I will open up on stream. I have other things that I can open over time, but I think the Eevee Heroes box was such an emotional event for me to get that I want that to be kind of special. And I think making it a reward for myself and for all of you if we get to 50, that sounds like a good deal. Four so far. Yay! Oh, wow. Well, thank you. The cat in your photo is using Dig. Yes! I'm pretty sure Moist Cat is into Dig. I haven't seen her in a while, though. I'm so sad. I miss Moist Cat. It's been raining so much lately. Like, rainy season is definitely here. The forecast for the next week is just rain every day. So I was expecting to see Moist Cat when I was at the office this week, but no sign of her. I did see another cat that looked like she'd recently had kittens because, like, her milk bags were jiggling around. So she clearly had bebes recently, but yeah. I miss my friend. I miss my friend Moist Cat. I love her so much. We're out of tea. I can make more though. I have to open a box that has nothing to do with Pokemon card products, but I'm just so excited about it. I've been keeping it closed so I can open it on stream and share the joy with other people. Although some of you might already know what it is. I can't remember if I said exactly what it is. I can't recall. It wants me to transfer another 10. Alright, let's transfer some of these 1-star guys then. Nope. Just get her done. I think I already caught that one. Boop and boop. Thanks, Professor. Stop talking to me. Bleh, 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 bleh. Oh wait, this was the photobomb one. It's already been caught. It just likes to linger. It just likes to linger there in perpetuity. I've thought about getting her fixed. So Moist Cat is definitely fixed. The gray cat I saw with her little mommy milk bags dangling about, I've never seen her before. If I even knew where to start with that, maybe I would do that. But I'm not in a position where I can bring a cat home, get her fixed, and then re-release her again. Because as much as I would love to have a pet, I'm not really at that point right now. I'm just a little bit too busy with work to give them the proper love and attention they need. Have you ever spoofed? Nope, never. I live in Japan, so there's absolutely no need for it here. And I have just spent way too much time and money on my account to be willing to risk it over something so silly. Just not worth it. Boop. Yeah, speaking of getting cats fixed, I'm actually quite happy to see there are quite a few trap, like TNR trap neuter release programs in Japan, but also they spay female cats too. Basically, anytime you see a cat in Japan that has a little V shape in their ear, they call it sakura cut because if you look at the overall shape of the ear with the little V in it, it looks like a sakura petal. But cats that have been caught, fixed, and released will have that cut in them, so people know that, like, okay, they won't be making babies. So Moist Cat has that in one of her ears, so I know she's okay. But yeah, there's a lot of unwanted pets here in Japan. It's quite sad. Very, 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 very sad. Piggy, piggy, piggy. So many piggies. There's not really anything happening in the raids, is there? Yeah, not really. Not really. I don't know, I'm checking for 4 stars again. We know there isn't one yet. I haven't had a Nundo in quite a long time. During the Bidoof event, I feel like a lot of my friends got Nundos, and almost everybody got a shiny. But I had no luck with either of those. But I ended up with 4 Hundos, as you would have just seen. Oh! Next level 37. Hello. This Pokestop in my neighborhood closes every night from 9 until 6. It's the funniest thing. So whenever I see someone else put a lure out, I'm like, oh, there are other people playing here. There is somebody else who might be annoying neighbors and things. Oh, now the widget is saying there's 31 followers. I need to get something that'll pop up. I need to add a widget that'll be like, hey, new follower. Anime King 2222. Welcome and thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Oh, you guys are all so lovely. Just coming and hanging out with me on a quiet little Saturday. I was going to say afternoon. It's not quite afternoon yet. It's 11:52. It will be afternoon in 9 minutes. Because then it will be afternoon. I'm so smart. Relaxing. Yeah, you can see, even though there's a lure on that Pokestop, because of my position in the house, I just don't quite reach it. So, I mean, I won't be able to keep track myself fully, but if you guys notice, we probably won't see many Pokemon actually spawning on the stop from the lure that I can reach and catch. It's the weirdest thing. That's the one downside of this increased range. Like, the good news is I can see the stop, I can spin it and interact with it, but it leads me to believe that I should be able to benefit from a lure, but I don't fully get it. It's like that one little bit, you can see where the ring on my player overlaps with the ring from the stop. That's the only spot where I can get those spawns, and it's so annoying. But obviously, I do see things spawn around the stop sometimes. Oh, has that... No. I thought the lure was going out. I'm like, has it been going on this whole time? I didn't notice? No, it's just being weird. It's just being weird. That's all. That's all. Do, 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 do. I'll say chat's a little quiet right now, so it might be a good time to go to the bathroom. I think that is what I shall do. But first, I'm going to connect this thing because can't walk away without having something available to catch the shinies. And I actually made like a screen for this purpose, not specifically being like, yo, bathroom, but maybe I should make one that's just like, yo, bathroom, and it's just a giant Bidoof butt. That could be funny. That could be funny. Funny to me. I don't know how funny it'd be to all of you. All right, I will be right back. And I'm back. I hope that worked. I realized after I dashed off to the bathroom that the Pokeball Plus, I have it turned off. I have catching Pokemon turned off. I had it set to only spin Pokestops. And I was like, oh my god, I have to pee as fast as I can. And usual community glitching. Yeah, there's always something. There's always some kind of little glitch happening. It's inevitable. But as long as they're like not the biggest. I realize I need to have one of these. I don't know if you guys have these in other countries. They're basically like salt candies. So there you've got salt and other delicious things in them that help if you've been sweating and getting dehydrated. Because I don't know if you guys can tell, it's actually quite hot here. I'm not sweating that much at the moment, but I am getting a little headachy, which could imply I am lacking in something. Which is also why we got the water here. We got the water. I really like these salt candies. I have to stop myself from eating too many. I don't know if like, well, I'm sure you can have too much salt. I'm sure that is a thing, but I don't know if you can have too many of these in a day, but I try to limit it. They're like, the ones that I like, these ones, they're a little bit lemony flavored and they're kind of chalky. So if you like things like Rocket or Ramune candy, it's kind of like that. I don't know. It's weird. They're good but bad. I'm going to pop off. Got my shinies and need to be getting ready. Good luck with your Tepig day. Thank you, Mitchell. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy whatever you get up to over there in Shiga, and I'm sure I will talk to you soon. Maybe see you soon. We'll see. We'll talk about Go Fest and see what we can plot. Aww. I'm a little lucky. I know like the nicest people. You guys are all wonderful. This Tepig's CP is 789. And as we know, that's one of the reasons why 6 is afraid of 7. It's also because 7 is a registered 6 offender, which is not funny at all. Not a funny joke. We shouldn't make that joke. It's not funny. Aw. Chat soon. Let's see what we can do. Have a good day, everybody. Aw, thank you, Mitchie. Aw. I snurked. I first heard that as like an unjoke, because everyone knows the setup. You go, why is 6 afraid of 7? And they go, like 7, 8, 9. Ha ha, real funny. And that's when you hit them with the like, excuse you. 7 is a registered 6 offender. It is not funny. But Tepig apparently appreciates the bad joke. Let's do this. Did we quick catch it? Yes, we did. I saw Tepig on the lure for a second there, and now it's gone. Let's just get this photo bomb out of the way. I think there's one more to do. I can't remember. Let's just... Maybe one, maybe 2 more. I'll just do it. Oh, there's the Tepig that was on the lure. He came back. He came back. I won't get into too many unjokes, but on stream at least. It's something that a friend of mine used to be really, really into, just making those like terrible, terrible jokes that are really not funny at all, but just the shock of somebody actually saying that, you're like, and then you're like, oh, I'm a terrible person. And they're never really like that bad. Like nothing straight up offensive, I think, in my opinion, but some of them are very dark and could be triggering for people, so that's why we're not going to get into them here. Well, I think it's a defense mechanism also thing. It is too. So sometimes it's like, are you laughing because it's actually funny or because that's one way of registering something traumatic? It's really interesting. I'm sure there's someone out there who's done like a proper psychological study on that because it's fascinating. Chalk texture in my mouth. I'm such a weirdo. I love these kinds of candies. In Canada, we have Rockets, which I believe Americans call Smarties. And they're just so good. So chalky and sour and deliciousness. Jokes meant for close friends. Got it. Yes, yes, yes. There's certain friends with which you can have those jokes, and it's kind of like a stress relief for both people, so you can kind of laugh off. We call them fizzers. Interesting. Hey! They're shiny. Nice. I like where this is going. That's interesting, eh? Hey! Don't you dare. I'm gonna give you a golden berry just because I have enough to spare. Did that just rhyme? My rap career has begun. Also a violet version called Parma Violets. Ooh, that sounds interesting. It's interesting that you guys called them fizzers. If I think of fizz in a reference to candy, I think of like the hard candies where as you suck on them, it starts spraying foam into your mouth. And some of those, like the flavor is nice, but sometimes like the whole like in my mouth, the like fuzzing is just too much. Like it's kind of, it's a little uncomfortable. It feels like I'm being violated by a candy. But I can also be a little weird that way with like foods. I'm pretty open to trying just about anything, but there's certain times where someone's like, here's a candy or here's a drink. Drinks are especially if someone hands me a bottled beverage or like something in a can, they're like, you need to try this. I'm very suspicious of it for some reason. Maybe because I can't fully see what's going on inside. I don't know. But yeah, there's some interesting things out there in the world. I miss sour balls. Oh, I think for some of you guys, you'd call them tear jerkers. Those gumballs covered in sour sugar where you like put them in your mouth and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, those were good. Sour candies are great. When I lived in China, there wasn't a heck of a lot in the way of westernized candies and foods available, but they always had Skittles, and only just like the classic ones and the sour ones. And I used to buy the sour Skittles all the time, and I would just shred the inside of my mouth eating them. Like they're so good, but they're so sour. I would just like the whole lining of my mouth would be in tatters and like literally falling off. Like I'm pretty sure I was actually giving myself like acid burns in my mouth. It's just so good. I couldn't stop. I'll try a lot of things, but textures can really mess with me. That's something I've been hearing more and more about that lately. Because as a kid, like if I knew people who wouldn't eat certain foods, just like, oh, you're a picky eater, and it's something to kind of like almost bully people about. But I'm understanding more and more that like in some cases there are actual sensory issues happening. And then of course like different textures can be really hard for people. And then some people just have traumatic encounters with food, which is so sad, but also kind of understandable. I think I was talking about that not too long ago in a stream where like I've had some weird experiences with being given food that has actually gone bad. So I can be very distrustful of certain things. Yeah, textures. I know we have a friend who can't eat any kind of mushroom and most vegetables because according to them, they're all slimy and mushy. And I was like, the mushrooms I get, but the majority of vegetables aren't slimy and mushy. So it was really interesting. Like it made me wonder what kind of preparation of veggies they were given as a kid that traumatized them to a point where they can't even like think about eating lettuce. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm sorry. My neck needed to crack so bad. Growing up, I could never crack my neck, back, spine, none of that. And then I was working as a receptionist at a gym for a couple of years, and we had a chiropractor at the second gym location I worked at, and he was like, "Oh, you know, you get who's it? You get headaches all the time, so let me like adjust your neck, and that'll help with it." And ever since, my neck cracks. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like everyone will be like, "Oh no, you shouldn't crack stuff. It's real bad for you." I don't know if it is or isn't. I just know that when it starts to get stiff and painful, and I can feel that it could crack, as soon as it cracks, it's like instant relief. So I remember first time trying sushi, I couldn't get it down because the raw fish didn't settle for me. That can happen. How do you make lettuce mushy and slimy? There are ways. I really wish I can like sushi. Aw, it really is like there's the texture aspect, and I think some of it is psychological. Like my first times having sushi, I nearly threw up too. And like the flavor was fine, the texture was fine. For me, it was just in my head, knowing that I'd eaten something raw made me want to throw up. So I could only like eat, and we're talking like really, not even like full on like sashimi level sushi, like maybe like just the little rolls with the tiniest piece of salmon in the middle or like fake crab or something. Not even a big deal, but just my brain couldn't handle it. Now I'm fine, but even then I still sometimes have some moments. So, hey, Blake, GVF. Hey, I just started the game and I'm only level 18. What are some things I should do to get better Pokemon? That depends on how you define better. And also, I'm not an expert. I should start by saying that. If by better you mean you want like hundos or like really, really high C or really, really high IVs, then doing things like rating and doing research tasks tend to have a better chance of getting high IVs or even a hundo. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's just how it is. Your raid bosses and your research task reward Pokemon usually have better stats. If by better you mean rare, then you have to play a lot. Same with shinies. If your hope is to get lots and lots of shinies, you just need to play a lot. It's like the lottery. The more tickets you buy, the higher your odds. How do you breed Pokemon? You cannot breed Pokemon in Pokemon Go, unfortunately. You can get eggs from spinning Pokestops and from opening gifts from friends, and that'll hatch into Pokemon, but you can't breed yet. That's not a thing they put into the game. That's all. I'll try just about any alcohol, though. I tried one from a weird little indie brewery based on an Oasis song called Cigarettes and Alcohol, and it tasted like licking an ashtray. Oh my gosh. That, I mean, I can see like being curious to try it, but ooh, that sounds awful. Do they give you something to like chase it to like get the flavor out? Like oof, oof. Pokemon consumes your soul and your wallet. Yes, it does. It does. I'm with you. You, Mouse, and Dark Squall right there. Yep. Soul and wallet consumed. Also, what level do you start getting Ultra Balls? Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember for the life of me. If you're at level 18 and you haven't got them yet, then I'm going to guess it's either 20 or 25, but I'm just talking out my butt right now. If you have a look at something like the Sylph Road, they will definitely have the information much more readily available than I do off the top of my head. For Sylph Road Warden, I should probably know these things, but I'm sorry. They did not. I switched back to Jet Black Heart, which is a more dark chocolate flavor stout, which helped. Ooh, interesting. See, I'm not a beer person, but a dark chocolate stout, that sounds like it would be good. Aw. All right, thank you so much. Keep up the streams. Aw, thank you, Blake. I hope that you can continue to level up and find what you are looking for. Everyone has their own way of playing Pokemon Go, and you just kind of have to find yours. I know there's definitely, I've had some people, it also depends too, like, if your hope is to do a lot of PvP, then you have very different goals as well. So I have some friends where, like, all they care about is getting good IVs for doing PvP battles. And there's friends who just want really high IVs because they want to do a lot of raid battles, or they just want to have a hundo collection. And there's all the other fun, weird things you get into, like Nundo collecting, where you have 0 IV Pokemon, collecting level 1, so just getting the absolute smallest CP possible, obviously shiny collecting, or my favorite, Santa collecting. Brings me so much joy every time. It's just so funny. So everyone has their thing. Oh, and also collecting my baby, my Lord and Savior. Yes, yes, yes. Gomanegi, I love you so much. I love Gomanegi. So many Santas. Yes, very, very many Santas. I just couldn't help myself. I'm still like devastated. There's that time where I had a fairly decent collection going, which I've definitely surpassed now. And then they adjusted the CPs, and I was like, no, all but one were gone. I was like, how could you do this to me? And I should note the majority of those are natural. There's been 1 or 2 where I evolved and suddenly it became 666, and I was like, oh, hey there. And I think maybe once or twice I leveled up or powered up to see if I could get it to go there. And then they added the thing where you can actually see what CP it'll go to. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that anymore because that's cheating. It was fun to just be like, press the button and see what happens. And then press the button and see what you get. And then you're like, oh, it's so close. Then you press the button and you get 667. And you're like, ah. But it was just fun, you know, just like, I mean, they're not for any particular purpose other than entertainment. So if one of them gets ruined, it's not the end of the world. You know, I feel grumbly in the tumbly. I think we need to have some kind of a snack. What do I want? I feel like I should eat something semi-healthy. So we'll try these. I got these at a convenience store. That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly. Ugh, probably not. Boom. Lemon flavored dried apple from Alamorty. Well, it just says lemon flavored apple from Alamorty, but obviously it has to be at least somewhat dried. Not full on apple chips though. So we'll see how this goes. Gotta get settled in the beanbag here. I think this is the best part about beanbags. If you start to feel like a little too, what's it? I don't even know what word I wanted. I felt like I was sagging, which is not right. I felt like I was slouching too much, so you can just kind of adjust and like move the beans in a way to give more back support or less back support, whatever it is you want. I hope they're going to be good. I mean, I always like apple, and I have a whole bag of more apple. But I'm hoping the lemon flavor will be good. Let's see. Well, it smells nice. And I mean, it shouldn't be that crazy because, like, if you have an apple that you've cut and you want to stop it from oxidizing, you're supposed to put lemon juice on it, right? But yeah, they look pretty good. I don't know how well this camera picks it up. Just, you know, your typical dried apple looking bits. No, that's nice. All right. We have a winner. Somewhere out there is a video my friend Kevin made where we went to see the Kamishichiken Geiko and Maiko serving tea at Kitano Tenmangu in Kyoto. And I have the same brand, but a different, just plain apple, dried apple from Awamori Snacks. And I was just so tired and stupid. I kept calling them apple snacks, and it was driving him crazy. So these just really stupid clips of me in his video where he's just like, "What you doing?" I'm just like, "Eating apple snacks." But the reason I bring it up is because he made that like the one of the last things. Like you get to the very end of the video and it's just me in slow mo being like, "Apple snacks." It cracks me up every time. I am really bad for laughing at myself. I will record the stupidest voice messages for Kevin. And like, I'm laughing at myself as I record it. And then I play it back and listen to myself and laugh more. And then send another message of me laughing at me. Like, I'm my own favorite comedian. I'm not even funny. But I think I'm really funny for some reason. Only funny to me. Like, I would never go out there and be like, "Hey, I'm funny. Listen to me tell jokes." It's just, I laugh at myself. I can't help it. Maybe that's why I do all right with teaching. Because I laugh at myself while I'm teaching, too. I'll say and do dumb things and just be like, "Wah!" And the kids are like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Am I? Are you okay?" It's wild sometimes. And just dumb, dumb things. Apple snacks. Yes, apple snacks. That's exactly how I would say it. You are your own punchline. I am. I am. Like yesterday, I almost peed my pants teaching. I wasn't even teaching. I was supporting one of my teachers. And these two boys kept mucking around. So I went over to them and I was like, "You know, if you don't stop mucking around, then I'm going to separate you." And they're like, "No, we don't want to be separated." And then they kept touching each other and like giving themselves little punches and little kicks. So I just like plopped myself in the middle of them. They're like, "Oh God, we're going to get cooties." And I was like, "Well, you better be good or I'm going to hug you." Which of course I thought was hilarious. And they're like, "Ah, get away from us." And then there was a moment where I was behind them and I saw one of them mucking around. And I was like, "Hey, stop it." And he turned and looked at me and I was just like, and then he did the same thing. And I just about pissed my pants laughing. And then for the rest of the lesson, anytime either one, "Hey, shiny." Shiny because I threatened a child with violence? Apparently so. Anytime me and this kid made eye contact with each other, it was just like, and I could not stop laughing. Like, I was totally disrupting my teacher's lesson. I feel so bad. I was undermining their authority, disrupting the lesson, but me and this kid were just having such a great time. It was just so much fun. It was just so funny. I don't even know why it's funny. It's just funny. It's just really, really funny. Oh, and the same lesson, too. I was trying to, like, spray the room, because we've been told we should spray around the classroom, spray Febreze around the classroom between lessons, because it's apparently, like, antibacterial, which I guess makes sense, but it has nothing to do with viruses as far as I know. But I guess the idea is like freshen, make the air smell fresher, and psychologically that might make the kids feel safer or the parents feel safer. I don't know. So I'm walking around like spraying it and walking backwards and tripped and fell backwards over a table and then just laid on the floor and was like, "Well, now I'm dead." Which I said in Japanese. And the two kids sit in the classroom just like, "What is happening? Are you okay?" And then being shocked made me laugh more. And I was like, "Yep, no, I'm good. It's fine. I'm just going to sit here dead." And like, why am I always laughing at my own jokes? Oh, am I one of those people? I'm one of those people. I was like use Lysol with a lemon scent. Yeah, if we had Lysol here in Japan, totally, but I haven't seen anything like that around. Um, I mean, just based on the fact that we have carpeted classrooms and kids wearing sock feet, and the whole classroom starts to stink like stinky feet, especially in the summer. Like, ooh, BO and stinky feet smells like so awful. In that case, Febreze, 110%. Let's get rid of some of that nasty stink bacteria, but it's not doing anything about the virus, that's for certain. One of the poor kids yesterday, the windows were open to ventilate, and he just looks at me and he's like, "It's raining." And I look at him and he's just getting drenched. And I'm like, "Dude, so you don't have to just sit there and get wet." So he stood up and closed the window, but he just sat there getting rained on. And then finally, just like, "It's raining." Like, my dude, my boy, like, come on, no, you don't, not like this. Oh, these kids, they tolerate so much sometimes. Man, just all the things kids have said and done to me over the years. They're so funny. So funny. Don't want any of my own, but I will hang out with other people's kids while I'm being paid to. I mean, obviously, there's going to be certain exceptions, but I'm definitely one of those people, or I'm hanging out with friends who have kids, especially like really young ones, like babies or toddlers. And like, "Oh, can you just like hold it while I go to the bathroom?" And I'm just like, no. I'm like, "Well, please, like, I just hold." I'm like, "No, I'm not comfortable, and also I get paid to hold children, so no, I am sorry." And I know from the friend's perspective, I'm being incredibly selfish and a jerk, but it's also like, I am not, I do not want to be held liable if this baby like explodes or spontaneously combusts or something. So like, no, the baby needs to stay in the sight of its parent and not alone with me. That's terrifying. No, 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 no. Because knowing my luck, like, someone will hand me a baby, go to the bathroom, and then like a flying spaghetti monster will descend from the sky and steal it from my arms, and they'll never believe me. So, exploding children is super effective. It really is. Oh, I mean, I hope no children spontaneously explode. They do explode a lot. They do. Oh, I had one literally like have a poo explosion once in a lesson. It was awful. I made it like 10. Hey, another shiny for the poo explosion. I made it about 10 and a half years of teaching, technically closer to 13 years, closer to 13 years if you include from the very start of when I began teaching, without any poop accidents. And my very last day in this classroom, this one little boy who just drove me nuts had a massive poo explosion in his diaper, and like, and obviously I have empathy. I feel bad for him. He's was way too young to be in this class. He shouldn't be separating from his mom that young. He seemed like he might have some sort of a developmental thing going on, because he was definitely like not speaking as soon as he should have been, and not really communicating, and just was definitely way behind where he should be for his age. And he'd spend most of the lessons screaming and crying for his mom, but not actually screaming and crying for his mom because he didn't use words. He would just point and scream, or just grab his shoes and throw them at the door and scream, or put his shoes on and throw himself at the door and scream. And his mom had a habit of dropping him off in the classroom without checking his diaper. So she'd drop him off, and he'd already kind of be a bit of a mess, but then the stress of the separation from his mom would make him freak out, and he'd like poop a lot in his diaper. And it's not really our job to do that. We're not a child care facility. We're a school. We teach English to children, and I am not a diaper person. I do not change diapers. That's, ugh, no, another reason why I don't want children. So usually if he made a mess in his diaper, like, that's what it's for. He can just be in his diaper, and it's mom's job to change that when she comes to get him. But this one day, like, my dude, he not only exploded in his diaper, he like was like trying to scratch his butt through the diaper, so he was just like mushing it all over himself, and it was looking like it was going to start leaking out his pant legs. So I had no choice, and it was the worst experience of my life. Like, poop everywhere. And like, Some of our classrooms are really well equipped. Some of them aren't. This classroom had no gloves or anything. So I had to go and get like plastic bags, plastic garbage bags I'm like putting around my arms and like trying to tie them onto my elbows and use rubber bands to hold them up. Because I'm not touching this kid's poop. That's a medical disaster. Like, no. Oh my God. That's, oh no. And then trying to talk to this kid who's not communicative yet and be like, you need to stay standing in the bathroom where there's a hard tile floor and not in the classroom there's carpet, because I don't know how I can get poop out of the carpet because there's not the right cleaning supplies. You got to stay on the hard floor because at least I can just dump water on it and push everything down the drain in the floor, right? But oh my God, it was awful. It took like 20 minutes to get this kid extracted from his clothing, go find his spare diaper, tried to clean him up, but also like we have very clear rules about that too. If a kid needs help in the bathroom, you're not allowed to help them alone. You have, and there's no other adults usually. So you have to get another kid to come witness what you're doing to make sure that nothing is misinterpreted or untoward happens. But the other kids are also like 3 years old and would listen to me. So I'm like, I can't even like properly get the kid clean without violating company policy and also violating the kid. So like, oh, it was awful. The poor little dude got his clean diaper on, but he was not clean. And like, oh. And the whole classroom stank for the rest of the day. All the windows were open. I had the air conditioning unit on, just blowing air around. I Febrezed the heck out of everything. I scrubbed everything with all the cleaning supplies I could find. And still, like, the scent just lingered in the air forever. Thank goodness for masks, though, because, oh my gosh, if I had to go deal with that situation and didn't have a mask on, I probably would have just died. Not that the mask really helped with the stink or anything, but just the idea that, like, the scent lingered, so there must have just been like fecal matter floating around the room all day. We seem to have a theme going on. We're talking about beaver butts and now poop explosions, and this story is taking way too long. It's over now, but like that was way too long of a telling about a poop explosion child. Some of the other teachers I've worked with have had much, much worse, though. Like, much, much, much worse. Like, nope, nope, nope. Oh, dang, I just realized over there's like a couple more people put lures up. Oh, it's the same dude. I guess they're just walking around the neighborhood in circles, which is a pretty good idea, actually. On I want to say the hypotenuse of the triangle created by the roads there. Yeah, that would be, right? Yeah, let's just use fancy terms and sound impressive. That actually is a fairly good spawn zone all along. Like, I'm touching my screen so that you can see what I'm talking about, but like this street that goes direct from my Pokestop, that's quite a good area for spawns. There's always a lot of Pokemon there. Same reasons I don't want kids, by the way. Yes. I'm happy to spoil them when they belong to friends. Like someone else's kids, I'm happy to hang out, chat with them, but I can't imagine being with them 24/7. Like, no. And then being 110% responsible, not just for like their health and safety and hygiene and well-being, but also their happiness. Like, I can barely regulate my own emotions and take care of myself, and now I have to like help someone else to regulate theirs and teach them. And oof, one of the most shocking things I've learned as a teacher is that empathy is not inherent and it has to be taught. And I'm like, what? Kids don't just come with that installed? Like, what is this? Ah, it's crazy some of the things that they will say and do to each other. And like, my goodness, they can be really mean to each other. Oh, my glob. We do have a crab. Well, ghost. There is crab. Oh, but crab didn't like me moving the curtain, and now it's going to hide. Okay, I sorry, crab. I sorry. Maybe crab will come back and we can have crab cam later. I was just curious. I just wanted to know, and there was one. It's been raining a lot, so there should be lots of crabs hanging around. They like the rain. They set fire to it. Actually, I'm sure you guys have seen that like artwork floating around. I think it's by Pikarar, Pikarar, of like a little cute little crab like this with a knife, and I'm just like, I think I want that tattooed on me somewhere. I feel like it's necessary. Maybe like Obviously, I don't think I'd be able to live stream getting a tattoo, but maybe that should be something like another follower goal, or if I get to the point of being able to have subs, maybe that should be a thing. Like, okay, I've reached this level. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Once I reach a level where I can make money from Twitch, then it'd be like, okay, the crabs have blessed us. It is time to get a crab tattoo. There's got to be something ridiculous and cute, like the crab holding a knife. I just realized I should, wow, I should have been using some star pieces this whole time. Let's just put them on. I've only got 3, so let's do it. Let's do it. Teppy, teppy, teppy. Oh, good. The Pokeball Plus is spinning that stop for me. Oh, hey, there was 2 piggies. 2 for the price of 1. Haha. So we've done pretty well so far with shinies. Just, like, getting shinies. Just not any with a particularly good IV, eh? I think that's right. I'll have to double check. Crab holding another smaller crab holding knife. Oh my gosh, yes! I love that idea. Crab pyramid. Yes. All right, that might need to happen. I thought that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do something to do with crabs. I was like, no, that's not correct. Shiny count. We're at 9 so far. And let's see. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. Oh, those aren't pigs. All right, so that one was actually pretty decent. We might need to evolve that up. I just realized I haven't looked at Line in a while. I should see what's happening out there. When I'm streaming, I turn off all the notifications on my phone so messages don't pop up that I wouldn't want to be seen by the general public. Oh, and there we go. Something to do with work. Oh. Okay. That's, yeah, no thanks. I'm just going to skip that work-related chat, but apparently something that needs to be taught in this recent month required explaining math to teenagers in English, and I'm just like, yeah, no, we're not just gonna. I'm not gonna address that right now. I'm off today. I kind of imagine you have to stream saying to Badoo, "See, this how you be shiny." Yes. I still can't believe it. I had over like I think around 2,300 encounters, if I remember right. Absolutely ridiculous number of Bidoof encounters and no shiny. Like, my goodness. Now, I don't think the shiny rate was boosted at all for Bidoof Day, but it's like I've been saying sometimes with some of my friends and contacts where they're like, oh, on Community Day I got 0 shinies. And I'm like, how is that possible? And then here I am getting 0 shinies during a days-long event where everybody else seemed to be getting at least 1 or 2. I'm trying to cross my legs and the beanbag chair is not letting me. Oh dear. There we go. That's better. Get the legs on the beanbag. Yeah, now I kind of get it, but also the shiny rate wasn't boosted as far as I know. So it kind of makes sense that I didn't get one, but at the same time, like you'd think 2,000 plus encounters, there should be something. Something should be happening there, right? Right? I'm not crazy. You didn't get any shiny Bidoofs either, Mouse. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens sometimes. But you'd think, at least the very last day, you'd think they would have, like, boosted. There we go. My brain, I literally said boost like 3 times. Then my brain's like, what's that word? For lifting something up. Tepig, Tepig, Tepig. You know, the more I'm eating these apple snacks, the more I'm realizing, like, they don't really taste that much like lemon at all. It's like a very, very faint lemon touch, but it's not really, like, super lemony. I was kind of hoping they might actually be, like, a bit more potently lemonly. Bleh, bleh. I was kind of hoping they'd be sour, is what I'm trying to say. That's okay. I mean, if I wanted to, I could get the lemon juice out of the fridge and just soak some apple schnapps in lemon juice. That would be interesting. It's like they waved it near lemon after they dried. Yes, they were just like, essence of lemon. I was about to be like, I wonder what animal's butt makes lemon smell. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't even need to go that far. They could just get lemon balm. Don't need to extract flavor from butt to get lemon flavor because it got lemon balm. Lemon balm. One more apple snack. I don't know why I started saying that, and now I can't stop. No! As soon as I move, the friggin' curtain, crab disappears. It's a very shy crab. I have to just keep the curtain slightly forward. It actually looks a lot like the crab from the, like, the stream will start soon thing that I made. I didn't even make it. I literally, it's just like, I took a picture and then stuck text on it using OBS. Everyone else is like, look at my amazing graphics. And I'm like, look at my photography. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. I think we might be able to get a little crab cam here. Let's catch this Tepig. And then crab cam. Look at it, so cute. It's just chilling. It's just chilling, eating stuff. Eating stuff as usual. My crab. Oh, and I'm super pale again. Bye, crab friend. I'm sure there's a way I can like adjust the camera sensitivity and skin tone or something so I don't turn into a ghost. But yeah, I was just talking about that with my teachers yesterday at our meeting. Sometimes we have to teach on Zoom, and the teachers really don't think about how they position the camera or where the lights are. And it's not even a camera; it's literally just a tablet. So it's just the front-facing camera on a very, very cheap Android tablet. So you do have things where the teachers look like this, and it's just like, yeah, that's that's pleasant. I don't need to become the next Jeff the Killer. Or do I? If I was a creepypasta, what would my story be? Let's think about that. Do you guys have any ideas? What would I be? What would I become? Tepig. Oh, hello, Leslie. No, nothing wrong with lurking. Lurking is totally legit. Wait, I can put the trash that's on my table into this little bag that the apple snacks came from. There we go. Pasta. Yeah, pasta. I haven't had pasta in a while. See, at some point today, we hit the hungry hour, and that's where I almost always end up ordering a pizza because it's just the easiest. But I do have, not pasta, but I can make rice, and then I have like curry that's in a bag. So you just like plop it in boiling water, and then you open the bag and dump it on your rice, and then life is good. But decisions will have to be made. It's actually really funny because Pizza Hut will deliver to my house, but other food delivery services are like non-delivery zone, and I'm like, but if Pizza Hut can find me, surely you can find me too. And there's another brand of pizza, actually. I think it's like Chicago Pizza, and they keep putting flyers through my little mail slot. So I think they also deliver here too, but their pizza's really expensive. I don't know if it's good because like I've just been having Pizza Hut for all this time. Not that Pizza Hut's like the best pizza in the world or anything, but just when I lived in Kyoto, there was one literally within a 5-minute walk from my apartment. So I would always go there because you got 50% off if you went and picked it up. Whereas the Pizza Hut here, they've been having like 30% off, and I don't think I've been paying for delivery. Like, it's weird. And I don't know if that's just like a deal they're doing or if it might be because of COVID. They're just like, you know what? You shouldn't be coming here. So let us just bring the pizza to you, friend. Or maybe the cost is like rolled in somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, Pizza Hut treats me nice. Oh, just got a big, what? Oh, there's another crab. There's another crab. Have I caught this one yet? Oh, no, no. Don't be shy, Crab. Wait, Crab. Crab. Just hear me out. Let me catch this Tepig, and then I'm gonna turn the camera on you, okay? Okay? Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. Oh, wait, no, there's another Tepig. Hold on. Hold that thought. Don't go anywhere. I mean, I don't need to catch every single Tepig, do I? But, no, I do. I do. I really do. Or at least I gotta try with the quick catches. Sometimes quick catch don't work, but... Alright, secondary crab cam. Boop. Hi! The other one has disappeared. It's gone into a crevice, but... Hi, new friend! Gosh, these little ones are really cute. Like, they just sit there and stare at me in the cutest way. Okay, so a couple of the delivery places in COVID cut their late night hours because we couldn't go to the pubs anymore, so people weren't drunkenly ordering at 1 in the morning. Oh, dear. I mean, that's not so good for the businesses, obviously, but that's probably good overall for people. Like, it's safer for the delivery people. I don't know. I hear a lot of... I watch and listen to a lot of true crime things, so delivery people going out at 1 in the morning dealing with drunken people just sounds very dangerous. So for the safety of the employees, that seems like a good idea. Plus, drunk people at 1 in the morning during a pandemic probably aren't wearing their masks properly, so... I mean, I feel guilty when someone knocks on my door unexpectedly and I don't grab a mask before I run to the door, but I'm also like, why are you coming to my house? You weren't invited. I do put a mask on for the pizza man. I want the pizza men to feel welcome when they bring me my pizza. I don't want to get blacklisted. Okay. It would be really fun to just have a camera permanently stuck there. I'll also put it on your doorstep now here and move back while you check it. Yeah, when I was in Kyoto, I would use Uber Eats quite a bit, and they would do a contactless delivery. So they put it in front of my apartment door, they take a picture of it, send it to Uber Eats, and it would say it's delivered, and I could come out and grab it. And what with it being Kyoto and, you know, an apartment building with a security door, it was quite safe to do that. Like, they had to be buzzed in by me, so I knew that they were there, and I could wait right by the door. But nobody would have stolen my food anyways. But Uber Eats is a terrible company, so it's for the best now that I live in an area that they do not deliver to, and I have no temptation to use them. There are apparently other services in Japan now that do the same thing, but it sounds like they're all pretty terrible to their delivery people, so quite frustrating. I don't know if Pizza Hut's better to theirs, but it seems like it's a fairly large company that's been around for quite some time, delivering pizzas for quite some time, so I kind of feel like if they were being really awful to their delivery people, we would have heard about it. There it is. Still have a slight headache going on, so I'm going to take one of these. Ha ha. I've used them because I had no choice and tipped heavily both times. In cash, so Uber couldn't get their hands on it. That's nice of you. In Japan, tipping is not really a thing, so I don't know how they would have responded if I'd ever tried to do that. I don't know if I've told this story. So there was a time where I ordered something from Uber in Kyoto, and I got a message from the driver saying that they hit a kid with their bicycle. So I wasn't entirely certain from the way the driver described it in text, because my Japanese isn't that great, if the driver was riding his bike and a kid ran out in front and he hit the kid, or if he was riding his bike and a kid ran out and knocked the bike over. But either way, he fell over, and the drink part of my order, it was from Burger King, the drink got spilled, so it was obviously not consumable, and the burger and everything else was fine, but because obviously he had to contact the police, it took quite some time to do all of the steps that you need to do. By the time he got there, the food was obviously completely cold. So I was contacting Uber customer service and being like, what do we do? Like, obviously, he needs to, like, report things to the police and everything, but, like, am I supposed to take the food? Does he keep the food? How do we, like, do we take the food back to Burger King? Like, what's the deal here? What's the process? And they wouldn't give me any clear answers about what to do. They did give me a full refund of my money, so I ended up just getting something else later on. But all they wanted to do was tell me, like, yeah, the delivery guy is terrible, and we're going to yell at him. And they got on the phone, and I could hear them yelling at him over the phone. And I'm just like, dude, like, either way that it happened, kid jumped out in front of him and he hit the kid, or kid ran into the side of his bicycle. It was unexpected. Yeah, he could have been more aware, but it's not fully his fault. And telling me that they're going to punish, oh, Tepig, telling me that they're going to punish this kid, like very clearly, like a university student at most. He was very young. He was almost in tears. And they're telling me, don't worry, we're going to punish him. And I can hear them yelling at him. Like, that's supposed to make me feel better as a customer? Like, no. No, 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 no. Obviously, like, I wanted my money back and I didn't want cold food. But at the same time, like, don't, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a Karen. I don't want to see a staff member get yelled at. That doesn't make me feel better. Unless the staff member's like legitimately done something horrible, then okay. It's not really saying here either. But I give delivery guys a $5 or so. No, that's nice. That's really nice. I guess could get away with that here. So we'd be slipping them a 500 yen coin. Like, here, have a coin. One coin, just for you. Just for you, friend. Oh, crab is still out there, but in a really awkward position. It doesn't really look like anything at the moment. Crabby friend. Crabby friend. Do, 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 do. No honeys. What about 3 stars? Oh, we've got a few 3 stars. Not that many 3 stars. I got real excited and was like, let's just keep scrolling. No, no, the game said no. It would only allow me to have so many. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know who this next level 37 person is. Let's be friends. I need to trade more with people. I have one person who found me on Twitter and was like, I also live in Wakayama. Yay, let's be friends. But if I'm tired and busy, I just can't be bothered to reply to messages in Japanese. I'm just like, oh, mendokusai, tsukareta, dekinai. And so I haven't replied in like a week. But I still keep opening and sending gifts and trying to make sure we do friendship interactions so that someday I can meet up with this person and we can trade and it won't be too expensive in terms of dust. But, you know. Sometimes it's just kind of a pain in the butt to communicate with people. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort. And all I do in my job is talking with people all the time. So, complaining about talking with people while talking to people on Twitch. How ironic. I am just so intelligent. So intelligent. Hurrah. Oh, I didn't even realize. Blake GVF, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I didn't catch that. I definitely need to add a widget that'll pop up and be like, hey, people followed you, so I can see it when I'm not looking at the actual Twitch screen. Sometimes I just go and check in on it, because I want to see what else is happening with me, with stuff on the internet, on my computer. But also it's nice to see, like, okay, there's still people hanging out. So I know some people watch but don't really interact in the chat, which is totally fine. But it's nice to know that you guys are there so that I don't inadvertently be like, well, no one's here, goodbye. I would always check first, but, you know, it's good to know. It's good to know y'all are out there. Yum, 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 yum. Do, 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 do. I wonder, can I just, like, add something like that while streaming? Maybe I can. There we go. Tepig. I don't know why I needed to announce that it was a Tepig. We all know it's going to be a Tepig, right? Alright, let's just see what happens if I do this. I feel like maybe it might say no. It might be like, you cannot do this while you are streaming. Which would be fair enough, but hey. Do 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 do. Gotta make weird noises, cause I'm not making words. Oh, I was reading about the pipeline fire in the Gulf of Mexico. The ocean is literally on fire. Yes. I saw that popping up a couple times on Twitter, and it was awful. Like, it is terrifying looking. I don't know why we keep allowing people to do these things to us. And there, oh, there they go. That put that up there. Let's stick that somewhere like over here. There we go. That works, kind of. I feel like it's just floating there in a weird way. Wow, I already got that one. Multitasking, multitasking. Yeah, it really does look like something straight out of a horror movie. Like, the ocean is on fire. That should not happen. Okay, there we go. That might work. So now things should pop up and then disappear. I think. I think that's what I just did. I think I just did a thing. Wait, what? No. Oh, there we go. That's the one I want. Let's put that someplace. Oh, ah. Let's put that there. Someday North America's gonna have to tackle that, depending on oil is not sustainable, and it could already be too late. I agree. It might already be too late. It's just really, really, really scary and horrible thought. Like, I don't understand how we could all be saying this for so long. Like, scientists have been telling everybody. Everybody knows that the oil is bad. Climate change is happening. Like, it's just not deniable in any way, shape, or form. And yet these people are totally fine. Just like, yeah, we're getting money. I'm like, why? Why are you so, like, so you have money for now, and then what? Very, very frustrating. Very frustrating and upsetting. This is not the way the world should be. There is a crab. A crab is returned. Returned to its little hidey hole. I guess the crabs don't mind the mosquito repellent. That might be why I'm feeling a little headachy, though, is the mosquito repellent is somewhat close to me. Usually I have the window on the right-hand side open, but since the mosquito repellent's sitting there, I have that side closed to try and stop the fumes from coming right at me. But I also have a fan blowing air this way, so it shouldn't really be coming into the house that much. Really should not, but I think it's trying to. It's trying to get me. It's trying to get me. Crab cam! She's just chilling. Oh, you can see the smoke from the mosquito repellent there. I don't know if you can see where it is. Oh, there it is. Mosquito coils! Crab cam! It's a good time here. Those mosquito coils really work, by the way. Like, they are nice. It's this brand that has a chicken, or a rooster, I should say, on all the boxes. The one I'm using now is apparently rose scented, so it's a little less intense smelling than the regular green ones, but it does the job. They're really cool. They do. I think it just feels secure. It looks like it's preening. I don't know if crabs preen, but if they do, I feel like that's what that crab is doing right now. It's just, it's feeling pretty. It's really feeling itself out there. It's having a good time. It's just a little happy crab. Oh no, a yawn. That's not allowed. We cannot be yawning. I actually did all right today. I woke up around 7 instead of extra early. I was already kind of waking up with the sunrise, but now that I have the air conditioning unit, when I'm going to sleep, I turn the aircon on, and then I set the timer for however many hours I want to sleep. And so when it stops and it starts to get warm in the room, I wake up very naturally, like so much better than waking up to an alarm, which probably sounds weird, but it's actually really nice being like, oh, it's a little warm. I'm awake now. Getting toasty. I'm awake now. Oh, oh, I think she's coming out. She's coming out of her hidey hole. No, got it. Take the ball. You get the ball. Look at her. Oh, some claw action there. What's she grabbing? Oh, and now she's going back. She's going back into hiding. Oh, really, really going. Okay. Oh, the leg action is so creepy. I'm sorry for anybody who gets creeped out by that. The leg action is always a little uncomfortable. It's just like, I don't think things are supposed to move like that. Oh, oh, creepy leg action. So part of me is like, is it already hunger o'clock? It's almost 1. I feel like too early though. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Why am I yawning? Why am I yawning? Creepy leg action should be a band name. Yes! It totally should be. Oh man. I wonder what kind of music they would play. I can't remember what the thing was last time around. Or the last stream where I said something and I was like, that should be a band name. And I thought they should play like monkey style, like pop rock music. But creepy leg action, what would they do? I mean, it's too easy to assume that they would do like heavy metal or something, right? Or they'd be kind of like Alice Cooper style kind of horror rock. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be something like a cute Japanese idol pop group. Steampunk rock. Oh yeah, that sounds good too, actually. And with steampunk and creepy leg action, like there would actually be something to work with the costumes there. Oh, wait. Crab is defying gravity. I don't know how well you can see that. Definitely there's something it's clinging on to, but it always weirds me out when I see them in a position like that. And I'm like, that metal is fairly smooth. How are you doing that? Stop it. Stop defying the laws of physics, crabs. What if crabs have the ability to to disobey the laws of physics? Goodness knows what abilities they have. They're pretty fascinating critters. They can do lots of things. I mean, they wear their skeleton on the outside. That's already kind of terrifying. There's a machine where I work that would make the best steampunk band name. Oh, here. Mechatronic lever machine. Oh, I like that too. That totally sounds like something. It also sounds like it could be a Frank Zappa song. That was my first thought. I'm just like, I can't stop looking at the crab now that I know it's there. I need to like close the curtain a little bit so I'll be less distracted by crabs. I'm really bad for that. Like, oh dear, the yawns. Maybe I need tea. Maybe that's what's happening. Yes, even when I'm like with someone that I really, really like and I want to give my full attention to, if an animal appears, I'm just like, animal. And I feel so bad. Well, sometimes I feel it. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, yeah, I should be paying attention to you, but you're just my friend, so you're fine. But yeah, there's one person in particular where we'll be talking and I'll be like, Nyan-chan. He's just like, that a cat? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm sorry. Here is extra attention to make up for my distracted brain. I can't help it. More tea? Yes, I think more tea is in order. I should get the kettle going, which doesn't really require a whole be right back sign. I can just stand up and go, "Ugh, ugh." Getting up off the beanbag is a chore though, my goodness. It's not easy to stand up off that. But let's, yes. I should get more water. I need more water. Hydrating is important on a hot day. Ooh. I don't feel that hot, but I stand up and I'm just like, oh, actually, I've been sweating a bit here. I've been sweating a little bit. Sweating a little bit in my bean bag. I don't know why I needed to emphasize that so much. Hydrating is important. Moist Cat would agree. Yes! See, Moist Cat exists to remind us all of the importance to stay hydrated. Always be moist. Yes. Oh, dear. Yeah, I feel like that's another one that used to be like slapped on a t-shirt or something. Oh, always be moist. The Moist Cat way. Okay, the crab has moved on to greener pastures for the moment, so I will be less distracted by crab. Actually, the first time I was able to interact with Moist Cat was with the person I was talking about, where I was like, oh, I'm easily distracted by animals. And I was like, oh, hey, a cat. This cat looks friendly. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure Cat is being friendly because of the very handsome person who was beside me. So, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, the heavens just open here, and I'm wondering what the noise was. Just rain. So much rain. Oh, man. I'm expecting that I should be seeing some more rain today, but maybe it's going to hold off until tomorrow. I really don't know what the weather is doing these days. It's been a little bit bonkers. It's been a little bit bonkers. It's funny though, like with this whole climate, like obviously climate change is happening. It is real. It is happening. We know the planet's getting hotter, but we also just know in general, nobody's weather is doing what we're used to it doing. And in Japan, this whole year, everyone's been like, oh my God, like the rainy season came so early. And now they're like, oh my God, the rainy season's here so late. And I'm like, shouldn't the point be that we're having 2 rainy seasons? Shouldn't that be what you're noticing? Not one prolonged rainy season, but it was like brief, but rainy season. And then normal June, which was really cool here for some reason. Like, much cooler than it had any right being for a Japanese summer. And now it's like rainy season again, which I can probably show you here. This is what I had to look forward to this week. Wow. Wow. Oh, 74% humidity. Yep. Oh, feels like 34. That does explain a few things. She said as she's boiling water to make a hot cup of tea on a day that's already hot. I could grab my ice pack out of my freezer. I don't think I particularly need it, but maybe it might be a good idea. That might. It's always nice to have ice. Ice is nice. We like ice. I wish I had ice cream in the freezer, but I do not. I think I have some frozen berries. Every now and again, I get this brilliant idea that I'm going to start making smoothies and things, and I get frozen berries and mango and stuff at the convenience store of all places, and then I forget that they're there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I might even have some frozen vegetables. I'm pretty sure I have meat in the freezer too. I'll go to the store and be like, I'm going to get meat, and I'm like, I don't feel like cooking. I'll save it for another day, and I put it in the freezer, and then like 6 months later, I'm like, oh, I have food. Oh, I'm really bad for that. So bad. Piggies! Oh, that reminds me of Invader Zim. Everything tastes like pig. Frozen banana, good snack. Yes, totally. Totally good snack. Oh, I need to get some nanners. I'll go get some nanners later. Why am I... suddenly I don't know how to throw a ball. My brain just like short-circuited there for a moment and was like, whoa. I think I got all 5 snapshots, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I'm going to sing the Doom song now. Yes! Doomy doom 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 doom. Doomy doomy doom. Doom 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 doom. Oh, I haven't watched that show in forever. So actually, back in Canada on iTunes, I'd bought all 3 seasons of Invader Zim. And initially, when I first came to Japan back in 2007, I could log into my Canadian's iTunes account and view them. And then in China, I didn't have that problem either. I could still log in and use my Canadian iTunes account. But now I can't access it at all. Like, first, I can't even remember what my password was. But, oh, wait, that's water boiling. That's water boiling. That's water boiling. That's water boiling. Shoosh. Shoosh. That's water boiling. It's very noisy. But yeah, I still can't access the account. And when I did try logging into it at one point, it was like, oh, if you log into this account, like you can always choose one or the other. You can only have your Japanese one or your Canadian one. And if you log into one, then you can't log into the other for 6 months or something stupid. It was really stupid. Maybe it was 3 months. So I have like seasons of a TV show that I bought and paid for, and I cannot access to watch at all because Canadian iTunes is a jerk. Or just iTunes in general, I guess. It's just Apple being greedy and nonsensical. But I think Invader Zim is available on Netflix, so I could watch it there. I could watch it there. Do I still? Yes, I still have some peppermint tea bags. Sorry, I'm off camera and still talking, but I think you guys can still hear me, right? What I can't hear is if there's Pokemon spawning. I don't see one. Okay. Okay, we good. We're okay. We're alive. We're okay. We're okay. Oh, wait, I think that was the sound of one spawning. Which you guys could tell me it is, but I can't actually see the chat, so I have no idea what's happening out there. I'm so organized here. Oh, 2 piggies appeared. Double piggy. I don't remember the first part of the line. I just remember to make room for the tuna. Oh, Gur's so good. Gur's amazing. Okay. Okay. I gotta stir the tea and actually bring the cup of tea back with me. I gotta bring it with me. Ah! So many things happening. Alright, this time I just got some straight up peppermint. That might help with the little nagging bit of head pain I got going on. Just happens sometimes at the end of a long week. I'm kind of debating, like, do I want my ice pack? In which case I need the cover for it, but I don't know where I put the cover for it. So many questions in my head right now. Like running around the house like a maniac, still talking to the stream. Nope, it's not in there. Is it in here? No. Why do I hide things from myself? Nobody knows. Oh, wait, it's right in front of me. Haha. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, let's get this pig. Let's get this pig and get back on the camera. Okay, I'm back. I see leftovers. I have it in the fridge and immediately think I'll make food and forget I have food I can microwave in the fridge. Yes! Oh my gosh. I do that all the time. So I don't even have a microwave. Oh yeah, I hate iTunes for that kind of thing. We hear, hooray! In America, only the Invader Zim movie is available. I don't know about Canada or other region Netflix. How could you run a fuel that quick? I emptied it out. Emptied it out? Why? To make room for the tuna. Yes! I'm so glad you remembered that whole bit. Oh, so good. So good. Oh my god. Yeah, and I noticed recently, what did I go to watch? Might have been one of the recent American Godzilla films on Netflix. And I have a VPN. A friend of mine gave me a login. She got VPN and gave me her login so I could use it as well because you can have so many devices, blah, 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 long story. It was not necessary. So it was logged in automatically for Japan. And I go to watch it, and after maybe like 30 seconds, Netflix actually popped up a message being like, oh, hey, we see that you were using a VPN. Please disconnect to continue using Netflix. And I was like, what? Which I'd had happen on Amazon Prime before, but I think they're wising up to that, which is just like, I understand if they're trying to be like, okay, we don't want you getting around the region locking. Like, I don't like it, but I understand it. But telling me I'm not allowed to run a program on my computer for my own safety, that's weird. That really bothered me. And I've encountered that on websites before where they're like, we see you have an ad blocker on, please turn it off. And I'm just like, haha, then I'm just going to leave your website because clearly you are dodgy. Very dodgy. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't happen every time. It might have been because of the certain movie I was watching. I'm not entirely certain. But yeah, I've had a few times where I go to stream something and the VPN is on and it's just like, turn that off. And I'm like, don't tell me how to live my life. You're not my real mom. And she doesn't get to tell me how to live my life either. Nobody gets to tell me how to live my life. All right. I'm going to do some heathen things and put some milk in my mint tea. It's not a black tea. If you want to get really like snooty, it's not a tea, it's an infusion. It's an herbal infusion because there's no actual tea in it. It's just mint leaves. But I still like milk and sugar in my peppermint. Either I use a VPN or I pirate the show. You choose Netflix. Show, movie. I've had Netflix for quite a while, so it's just easy. There are times where I've thought about getting rid of it, but when I want to watch a movie or something that's good, I also do have Amazon Prime, which I got mostly for the sake of shipping, because I had to order a whole bunch of stuff when I moved to the house, but yeah, I don't know the ad blocker things on independent sites. Some of them, ROM sites, Yahoo tells me to stop it, and I go, no. Yeah, it's usually when it happens to me, it's either very clearly like a big website, something like Yahoo, where it's like, hey, guy. And I'm like, no, you're not getting my personal info. I'm not looking at your commercials. But whenever I've run into it otherwise, it is something where I was like, oh, I want to like illegally stream something, basically. Well, I guess not illegally, but I go to a streaming site to watch something that's not available on the sites I legitimately pay for. And they're like, turn off the ad blocker, friend. And I'm just like, no. Partly because I don't trust what ads they plop up, but also because like they always send the grossest ads ever. It's always like, ugh, nastiness. Always a bunch of nastiness coming at me. All right. Where is it? There it is. Ice pack. Yes. Yes. Yes, we have an ice pack. We have an ice pack. And it just slides into its little cover. And then I can stick it behind me. Look at this. It's so cute. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And just get situated. I feel like my beanbag's in a really weird shape right now. I might need to stand up and adjust the beanbag. Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, there. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Back is being supported now. Yes. I'm an old lady. I need to think about back support. Sometimes. Sometimes I don't think about anything at all. I'm okay. I'm okay. I report bots. I was always so satisfying getting the email back saying the bot violated the terms of service. Yes. I don't catch so many bots, but I report almost every single advertisement I see on Instagram. And I do not care if it's a legitimate advertisement. It'll be like, oh, here's this Suntory ad for some alcohol, or like, here's a Nivea ad for a face cream. And it's a legitimate company, but I did not sign up to see your advertisements on my phone, and I don't have an ad blocker on my phone, so I'm just like spam, 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 spam. And it gets rid of a lot of them. And I like reporting ones with half-naked men as being sexually inappropriate, because I'm just like, ew, gross. No one wants to see that. Put it away. Because you know that anytime like a woman is out there like, let's talk about breastfeeding, let's talk about menstruation, let's talk about women's rights, they're like, oh no, inappropriate, blah. But if it's a naked man body for anything else, they're like, it's fine. So I like reporting those for fun. I don't think anything actually really happens much, but it gives me a brief moment of satisfaction. I have so many companies blocked. I started blocking ads on Twitter. It's hilarious. Yeah. I don't feel like I run into quite so many of them, or at least I'm seeing a lot of Japanese ones. So they just blend in sometimes, but boy nipples are innocent, girl nipples are dirty, bad, wrong, right? Which makes no sense because like male nipples have no function. Like they're just purely there for decoration. They don't feed babies. So why are they there? They don't need them. Put them away. Nobody needs to see them. Nobody. Just ugh, no, 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 no. Ugh. It's one thing where I have agreed to a certain degree with a certain notorious internet personality who at one point was like basically petitioning for men to have to wear brasiers to hide their nips and put like their inappropriate chest away. And I was just like, maybe like brasiers is going a little bit too far, but like, yeah, if you're going to tell us like ours are inappropriate somehow because the male gaze has sexualized them in a way that's just not okay, then your completely non-functional ones are equally inappropriate and should be put away, and I don't want to see them. Uh, Men can lactate given the right circumstances. Oh! Also, they didn't have nipples, they look like a naked Ken doll. Yeah, no, but we don't want them to be naked, period. Just, ew, no, no. Nipples are formed in the womb before sex determined value. We all have nipples. Yes, unfortunately. Everybody gets them. I mean, not the worst things in the world. It's just, I kind of, I'm kind of like ick, but also like, it's more the fact that like, if your gender is this, it's okay, and if it's not, which gets really interesting when you're dealing with a trans man, and it's like, before transition, they're being topless is completely not okay, but after transition, suddenly, especially with things like Instagram, where they're just like, "Oh, is this you before transition?" No, 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 no. Those are dirty pillows. Put those away. But after, suddenly they're like, "Nice pecs, bro," and I'm like, clearly, like, it's the same person, and they transitioned, so things have changed. But like, come on, internet, come on, like everybody needs to just get over it. Bodies is bodies. Get over it. Stab it. If it reminds of vet nurse and head till from this weird ghost you think your new female dog has are actually nipples. Oh no, no. I heard of somebody like actually trying to like pinch or pull them off of a dog or cat once. Like they thought they were ticks or something. And I'm just like, what is wrong with people? That's why some people need to have a license before they're allowed to have a pet, let alone have children. Like, my goodness. Could you imagine? My gosh. Show up the doctor and you're like, "Doctor, excuse me, but my baby boy has nipples. Please remove them. This is not okay." Also, like, can we just, like, children, children, like, why is it okay for a little boy to run around in nothing but a diaper, but a little girl in nothing but a diaper? Suddenly people are like, "Oh no, she needs to put a t-shirt on." I'm like, they look the same. They look the same until puberty hits. Excuse you, what is wrong with you that you're looking at a naked child body and imagining it in an adult? Like, no, no. People like, bodies is bodies. We've all got them. Stop, stop, people, stop. Oh, poor doggo. Yes. People get shocked when they find out male dogs have dibs, right? I don't understand. I do not understand. Like, how do people live their whole lives without ever seeing a dog or a cat roll on its back and show off its, like, tummy area? Like, they're there. They're there. Sometimes they're quite small and not noticeable, but other times there's like, woo! Same for girls who are showing bare legs or slightly too short skirts, whatever. Yeah, right? Like, excuse people. The problem here is not the child being a child. The problem is the adult looking at the child and thinking there's something like, ooh, about, like, no, no. Ah. So it's like, Sarah wants nail bat. Sarah wants nail bat now. I want nail bat, and boop, boop, boop the people with the nail bat. That's what we shall do. And booping is not a crime. Violence and beating people the nail bat is, but boops are okay. And you know, like, if I'm swinging my nail bat and your face walks into it, that's your fault. Maybe you shouldn't have been staring at children. Suddenly, Sarah woke up and chose violence. I got my tea. It's like a cup of tea, and I chose violence suddenly. It's the mint. It's the zest of the mint. It just brings the violence out. Also, I can't think of nail bats and not automatically think of Bokusatsu Tenshi Dokuro-chan, which was one of the best animes I've ever watched in my life. And if you do not know it, you're missing out. You're missing out. The best theme song ever. The pee-pee-doo, pee-doo, pee-pee-doo, pee. It's so good. Same for girls who are showing bare legs or slightly too short skirts. You're distracting the other boys, teachers. Yes, right? Like, just don't look at them. Like, why is this so difficult? Why? And that actually is something, like, obviously I'm not a medical doctor, but I am kind of curious to know if half the reason why a lot of people get, like, very angry or even sometimes violently angry about things like a woman breastfeeding in public is because we've, like, so normalized the sexualization of female bodies, even when a woman is breastfeeding a child, that people have this weird reaction of like, ooh, booze, but there's baby, but ooh, but and just that like internal conflict of seeing the thing they've been taught is okay to get excited about seeing, but they should never be excited when there's a baby in the situation. It just causes this weird internal confusion and conflict that gets expressed as anger in an explosive way. Because I can't think of any other reason why you'd be like, oh my God, how could you do that in public? That's disgusting. And it's like, I think the issue is whatever's going on inside of you, you need to talk to a therapist. Also, I'm not a doctor, not a medical doctor, or psychiatrist, therapist, any of those things. I could be just talking on my butt, but that's my theory. I think that's something that's happening there. Because anybody who's ever been in a situation where you've felt something that you shouldn't have been feeling at a time you shouldn't have been feeling it, you know that there's a deep shame, a deep feeling of shame and embarrassment that can turn into anger because you don't know how to express those things. That's a lot of vulnerability too, to be able to express like you're feeling something you shouldn't be feeling at a moment, and like what does that mean? What does it say about you? How do you cope with that? So I guess we all just need therapy. I mean, we do all need therapy. Therapy is good for everybody. Even if you think you're doing really, really well, it still doesn't hurt to have a therapist, someone that you can talk to who can help you walk through things that might be a little bit difficult in those difficult times. I remember reading someone trying to make the case that breasts were for sex and therefore feeding babies was dirty and indoctrinating them to sexuality. And I am somehow not allowed to yeet this person into the sun, right? Like, please let's yeet them into the sun. But also like, holy heck, what happened to that person in their lifetime that has led to them thinking and perceiving the world in that way? Like, I feel so sad for them that is how their brain works. Like, my goodness. My goodness. They're not, boobs are not just for sex. They are also for, like, storing items on. I mean, come on. All right, my shelf is not that useful, but... Point made! It's a super fun slide for somebody phone-sized. That's what they're for. Actually a massive joke with me in like high school because I was way behind the other girls in terms of development. So it was just this massive joke that I'd be like, "Oh, love my boobies, yeah," and like trying to like store stuff in there, even though there was nothing there to hold anything up. There was nothing to show off or get excited about. It was a nonstop joke for me. I thought it was hilarious. And that's probably why I had a lot of male friends in high school because I inadvertently was just like, "Yay!" and they were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Wait, what? Wait." High school, let's not think about it. Or if you were wearing a corset storing underneath around. Yes, exactly. I once at a medieval festival, a Ren Fair, that's the word. A Ren Fair back in Canada a long, 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 long time ago. I think I might still be a teenager. Going to a leatherworking booth where they had bustiers and corsets and things, and the lady there was so nice to me, and she was like, girl, do not worry. At this stand, we believe that every woman is capable of having the shelf of her dreams. It literally like strapped me into this thing and like fluffed everything up, and boy, like I did have a shelf, and I was so happy. And I would have bought it right then and there if I had the money, but I did not, and I felt so bad. And she's like, no, it's totally fine. Like, yes, obviously we would like you to buy our products, but I'm just happy to like let you try this on and see how good it looks and feel good about it, and maybe someday you'll remember us and want to come back. And I do remember, I have no idea what the shop's name was, sadly. It's that information's long, long, long forgotten, but I've never forgotten that experience. And if I ever could go back to that Ren Fair back in Ontario, Canada, and find that lady, I would 100% buy some leather goods from her. And I mean, Jesus Christ, I'd have one hell of a shelf now. Oh, getting older, gaining some weight, at one point taking birth control pills, all those things, just like boom, they just kind of happen. It's terrifying. Terrifying. And they are a natural pocket. Oh, partner took me to a couple Ren fairs, and they always did a double take at my accent. Oh, I can imagine. There'd be a few people being like, not real, or you just got taking some acting classes. Oh, good times, good times. My thing is, I don't think I ever went to a Ren fair and really understood like what time period we were supposed to be in. I feel like everybody was quite mixed up about what era we were actually in, but it was just like, let's eat a giant turkey leg that tastes like ham and drink some mead, which I don't think was ever actually alcoholic in my case because of my age. And maybe you might get to throw an axe or try firing a bow and arrow. You get to see some people joust. I thought I just saw a mosquito fly past me. That better not have been a mosquito in my home. They're not allowed in here. I will murder them. I'll murder all of them. Yeah, I thought I just something fly by my face again, but I think it might also be my hair going in. All right, gonna make dinner and gonna lurk. No worries, Leslie. I hope that whatever you're cooking is delicious. Okay, I seriously can't tell if I'm seeing something fly by me or if, like, my hair... Oh, no, there is something flying around, but it's not a mosquito. I think it's a fruit fly. So if you see me doing it like, ugh, ugh, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Something is flitting around my house. The worst is the, like, middle of the night mosquitoes. And I don't know why they always come from my left ear. It's always my left ear. So I'll be dead asleep and then I hear the, like, in this ear, and that's it. Bam, wide awake. It's time to fight somebody. Like, it's the worst. It drives me crazy. Oh. And if I can't find it and kill it, I just can't fall back asleep forever. Because it's like, it's going to come get me. As soon as you lie down and start to get comfy, and you're like, all right, I'm good. And even with the blankets, a hoodie, everything pulled up over my ears to keep my face and everything safe, I'll still hear the, like, but I don't know if it's actually there, if I'm imagining it. Like, I swear I have auditory hallucinations until I know the thing is dead. I'm sure they're not, like, full-on hallucinations. Probably some psychosomatic thing going on. You know the mosquito's out there, so you convince yourself that you can hear it even though you can't. What is my hair even doing? I swear it was not pointing this way when I got up this morning. My accent is pretty obvious. And, like the closest to the Shakespearean accent you can get today in the UK. I use odd words, and watching them trying to figure out what was going on was totally worth it for the smiles. Oh, heck yeah. Definitely. Especially depending on, like, I guess, which state you were in. I guess it would be the same in Canada, too. Like, depending on where you're at, people really would not be used to hearing, like, an authentic accent. It would just be like, whoa. Like, we say goon instead of going. So I don't want to be, like, mocking anything. Ohio and Pennsylvania. Interesting. So my brain wants to be like goon, but I don't think that's quite right. Going. I am going to the supermarket, which I never say. I say going. I'm going to the supermarket. I think going. Now I'm thinking about it, and I don't know what my accent is. Oh, no. Okay, now, like, actual sunshine is trying to come out. You mean my laundry could have been outside this whole time? Scandals. My laundry's hanging up inside right now upstairs. But at least I adjusted. I had the air conditioner on the dehumidifying setting to dry the laundry, and I set it to go turn off like maybe an hour after I started streaming, so at least I'm not just wasting electricity. The sun should be hitting it, even through the window. But still, it could have been outside this whole time. That's alright. That's alright. Can't win them all. I mean, I could go up and put them outside, but that's just a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort, and I'm enjoying my comfy beanbag, and my chit-chatting, and my shiny pigs. All the shiny pigs. There's something in my field of vision now I think I need. Yeah. Ha. So you get a lot of, like, fun convenience store snacks here, and these are chocolate-covered marshmallows. I had a craving for marshmallows one day, and this was the only thing I could find at the convenience store, and they were, like, not the best, but not the worst. Like, they kind of look like cereal, but they're not. Just like a weird layer of very kind of cocoa-y chocolate over a marshmallow. Partner is Ohioan? Ohioan or Ohioan? Ohioan, that works. I've lived in a few places. Well, that's cool. It's nice to, like, have that experience of moving around and trying different things. Like, I really didn't see much of Canada before I left it. Maybe if I'd ever learned how to drive, I would have explored the country more. Now I'm in Japan, it's like I could learn how to drive, but it's super expensive here to go through driving school and get licensed. It's just, ugh. And I don't live in a place where I'd be able to have a car and park it, so how often would I actually use a license? A better thing to do is have friends who can drive. But even then, like, I'm not going to call my friend up and be like, hey, go rent a car and drive me places. Yeah, that was bad. It's been a while since the last shiny, hasn't it? Wah! I didn't mean to do that jumpy thing. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a dry spell right now. The sun came out and the shinies dried up. Interesting. Interesting. I thought I saw the thing again. Where? Was it just in my face? I hate when they're like the really tiny ones that just move that fast and don't stop. So like I can't see it just be like boop. It's just like bleh, and then it's gone somewhere else. Shiny pigs do not want to be crispy. Nah, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Some of the things, like, we know it's established that in the Pokemon world they must eat Pokemon because where else would they get a source of protein? And we know Pokemon eat each other because some of their biographies are quite clear that they need to eat other Pokemon to survive. But, like, I'm trying to imagine, like, not to be overly dark, but if you take something like Tepig here and you had to try and butcher it, like, I'm pretty sure it could kill you before you were successful. I don't know how people go about it. Maybe they're all actually secretly vegan and they just make stuff that looks like meat. An entire universe where all anybody eats is faux furky. Could be. These are really good. I don't know why they're so good. Like, they're not that good, but they are so good. I don't know. There are no gluten-free people in Pokemon. Now, I wonder, like, do people have allergies in the Pokemon world? I mean, I feel like if you got stung by a Beedrill, you would just die based on the sheer size of that stinger. But, like, do bee allergies exist? Do nut allergies exist? Are there allergies to all the various berries that they have? Who knows? Do they have seasonal allergies? Bah! Also, no crabs at the moment. It's funny because I tend to think things like, oh yeah, of course they wouldn't be out because it's sun. Like the sun is out, it's probably kind of hot and uncomfortable for them. And then that's when a crab will just come and hang out for like 2 hours. And I'm like, I don't know how crowds work. Do not allergies exist? And what do those people do if there's a sea dot around, right? Oh my goodness. I wonder about that. Or like, for example, what if you got yourself a, what is it, a Hoppip? So Hoppip's your like Pokemon and you love it so much, but you're someone who's kind of inept like Ash, so you don't realize it's going to evolve. And by the time it becomes a Jumpluff with its giant, fluffy, definitely covered in pollen appendages, it's too late. And you asphyxiate and slowly die. And your Pokemon's just like, friend, why you die on me? And you're like, friend, why you asphyxiate me? Shiny! I guess the shinies like asphyxiation. That's disturbing. So disturbing. I got hay fever, plus jump, right? Right? And like, there's a lot of Pokemon that use pollen attacks. Like Venomoth has like all those spore attacks they can do. Butterfree too. Like they're insects, but they have those spores that just fly off them. How would that affect somebody with a pollen allergy? I don't know. I have a mouthful of chocolate-covered marshmallow, so... Is this the one I just caught? I think it is, but I'm going to throw a ball at it anyways. That's the danger of quick catching. Oh no, it was two back to back. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think I almost would have just run away from it. My goodness. Let's make sure that 46 and 461. This is Mr. 461. Okay, okay. My goodness. I was like, we're having a shiny drought. And suddenly it was like, well, shut your face. My face is shut. What if you have allergies to fur? Like people who have dogs or cats. When everyone is small furry around. Yes, right? Interesting. And like for a lot of people, the allergy isn't actually to the fur, but the dander produced by the fur. So like, are there hypoallergenic Pokemon, and which ones are they? Which Pokemon with fur don't produce dander? Hmm. So many questions. So many questions. I need to know. I need to know all the answers. All the questions. And it is actually turning out to be a fairly nice day out there, but the sun is trying to come for me. It's trying to come for me. Also, how do Pokemon develop clothes? As you right, right. That one is always like we know Sylveon obviously has flesh ribbons, which is interesting. But like Scraggy and Scrafty have flesh saggy pants. That's weird. And it also makes me wonder. So when we have the special form, sorry, when we have the special forms of Pokemon Go, so the event Pokemon. So something like Party Hat Wurmple. Is it a Wurmple wearing a party hat, or is it a mutant Wurmple that has developed a flesh hat? Inquiring minds need to know. I need answers, Niantic. I need answers. Is it a flesh hat, or is it like an actual party hat? I'm a Chocobo Champ with her flesh underpants, right? Like, what is that flesh underpants? Why? I feel like there's so many other examples. Like, a lot of the humanoid looking ones have these things. Yeah, like, Primape's got little flesh wrist and arm bands, like, or wrist and ankle bands. Like, what? How did Pikachu's get all those different hats too? Right? Right? Like, we could assume that it is a costume that the Pokemon is wearing, but since there are Pokemon who have clothing items in them, or when they evolve to their next form, they have clothing items, would these Pikachus with hats be Pikachus who didn't evolve properly? Or maybe they're a mutation? I don't know. I don't know. There's just so many questions I have about this world. So many questions. And then there's other interesting things, like why did Lucario and Gardevoir both evolve to have something fairly painful looking sticking out from their chest? Like Lucario, what was the purpose of evolving to have a giant spike growing out of your chest that would make it like basically impossible to have physical contact with anybody ever? I also wonder how many people die a year being impaled when they tried to hug a Lucario. All I know is nobody's giving me crime statistics in the world of Pokemon Go, or Pokemon in general. Pokemon universe. A given Carcoal is a living cart of coal, where people burning bits of Pokemon in the Industrial Revolution. Right? 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 Oh, and then just little things like the fact that it's a living cart of coal. So did people in that universe invent coal carts after seeing Carcoal, and they were like, "Oh, this would be a great way to move coal around," or did it evolve after seeing the carts and was like, "Oh, that would be a advantageous way to live my life with wheels"? I mean, I feel like Vanillite in its line is fairly easy to look at and be like, oh, the Pokemon would have had to exist first, and people saw it and had an idea to make a dessert that resembled it. So in their world, the Pokemon would have come before ice cream came. That would make sense. But certain other ones, like, did people see an Avalog and then decide, oh yeah, let's make tables? I don't know. No. Klefki existed first, then people are like, whoa, what a smart idea. We could make keys. So I'm just like slowly pulverizing what's left of my brain into a fine paste that I shall then spread on crackers and eat. What's wrong with me? Ah. If Klefki exists, are there also Pokemon like... Yes. They're like, are there? There have to be, right? And once again, it's that whole chicken and egg. Did Klefki exist first and then we made keys because it seemed like a smart idea? Or did Klefki see keys and evolve to that? And do they breed with Klefki? Right? I mean, logically they would have to. What breeds with Kangaskhan? Or do they reproduce asexually? Like, how is it that they all are, like, moms with babies in their pockets? Or do the dads also have babies in their pockets? Can they be male and female? I can't even remember. I don't even know. I don't even know. Also, just the Nidorans, the fact that they are in the Pokedex, obviously, completely separate species, but they are also not. They're like the only Pokemon. Well, I mean, obviously there are others that can be bred together within the games, but like they're the only ones when you look at like the different Pokemon where it actually makes sense that you have Nidoking and Nidoqueen get together and make baby Nidorans of both genders. But like, how come all the other Pokemon don't work the same way? No mixed breed Pokemon. I mean, it'd be, for the sake of making a game, it would just be insane if they actually did include the idea of like mixed breeding between Pokemon types, but like, my goodness. In reality, what would happen? When people do things like take an Arcanine and selectively breed them until they make Arca Chihuahuas, probably. Does Ice-Cube have a head in that block of ice? Is it all a tragic accident? Oh my gosh, yes, Ice-Cube. And the fact that it has like the two different head forms too, like how does it get its block back? Is it okay? That's how they get Schnubble. Oh, DJ, is this the Pokemon God? Welcome. Or is that DJ is the Pokemon card? DJ's the Pokemon? My brain is seeing more eyes than I think I should. Sometimes, even though I'm closer to the screen, I still can't function. But hello and welcome. Welcome to the stream where we are having an existential crisis over Pokemon. These things happen. They come and go. Oh, now it's saying 33 followers. But I didn't see a thing pop up being like, hey, new follower. I'm still figuring this widget system out. You got about 10 shiny Tepigs. Very nice. Congrats. Very, very good. Oh, yeah, and you followed. Thank you. Thank you very much, DJ. Yay. Maybe the thing did pop up and it's just too fast. It just went bloop. But thank you very much for the follow. What came first? Rocket-propelled grenades or Dragapult? Yeah. The worst part is my phone died. Oh, no! Are you back home charging now? I hope so. Oh. I learned a long time ago, never ever go out for community day without battery packs. So I have three in total now. I never go out for community day without them. And for big events, obviously, I carry all three. And I bring extra cables as well so that if I have friends whose phone dies, I can help them out. It's charging, but it's slowly dying. No! Oh no. That's the worst. Or it's like every second you're not playing, you're missing shinies, but also you kind of need to not be playing so that it can charge. Oh. So hard. I actually had that, not with Pokemon yesterday, obviously, but yesterday at work we had, what was it? That little bug flew by again. One of the teachers was showing me that their tablet in the classroom wasn't charging, and as I was trying to figure it out, the actual charging cable completely died. So I had to run and get a new one from the Hyakuen shop. And even with that, like, I think at the end of about 2.5 hours, it only charged like maybe 10%. So I think the actual charging port on the tablet's busted. And I'm like, oh no, that's a problem. You have a lot of candy for Tepig. I do. I think I had like a decent amount before the event started. I really should have taken a screen cap right at the beginning with one of my first Tepig so we could compare. But yeah, um, I'm doing pretty well for the candies here. Whee! So cute. So cute with this little pink, or not pink, it's a little tail ball. It's pink when it's shiny. Its little tail ball is pink when it's shiny. So are you still in the midst of your day, your Tepig day there, DJ? So I'm wondering, are we in the same time zone? Or are you down under? I feel like it might be almost over down in Australia. I think New Zealand should be finished by now, or close to it. That's always cool to like talk to other people who are in the same time zone. Same time zone and don't work for the same company as me. I see, I see. Alright. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people do that these days. I think it was a little bit like harsher in my stance on the concept of spoofing, but with the pandemic, it's like, yeah, no, for safety purposes, some people really don't have much of a choice. But hopefully you had a fun time. Hopefully you got a couple good shinies in there, and, you know, that's alright. Wow. There's no more crabs. Not right now, at least. Maybe they'll come back. Crabs might come back later. I got a 2900 shiny Embors. That's still good. Oh, that sounds really good. Eh. Man, I don't think I've had a couple decent ones, but nothing too impressive yet. But I think this guy is definitely going to get evolved. That's going to be the one I evolve for all the dex purposes. Oh, that one's pretty beefy. We'll keep that one too. And these other guys are meh. Meh. I wish they would, because obviously you can do 4-star and you get your hundos. But when you put in 0 and asterisk, why am I giving you a pin app? Nobody knows. When you do 0 and asterisk, it shows you ones that are 0 stars, but I want a searchable thing for nundos. So I think I have 2? 1? I thought I had more than 1. Oh, yeah, I have 4. But trying to like find them, to actually go and scroll through everything and try and find them when you've been catching a whole bunch is just such a nuisance. Like, sort of so much effort. Like I have to check to make sure if I've got XL carps or extra small rats. Checking for 4 stars. If there's something that I would like to be evolving, then I'm checking to see if I've got one with good IVs. Checking to make sure I don't transfer anything that my friends need. Like, oh, 0% shiny mudkip. That's so sad. I think it's alright. I mean, I got plenty of other mudkips on its day. So it's totally fine. So many. Man. Yeah, Mudkip Day was a good day. Oh man. I really miss community days. I feel like every single time I'm doing this, I'm gonna be like, oh, I miss community day meetups, but like that was a fun one. I think that might have been one of the first ones where I made badges too. There were a couple of community days where I actually like made little cross stitch and felt pins, and whoever got the most shinies or the best shiny, I can't remember. We came up with different ways of qualifying it, but I made a couple of these and I would give them to people. And then I was like, this is taking way too much time and I'm stressing myself out. So I just started like ordering little like canned badges and then I could give everybody one who showed up and checked in on the Silk Road with me. So that was really fun. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't. I should have. I think I could still do it. I forgot to register on Discord for this one so that I can check people in. Oh, I'm always forgetting about Discord and everything these days. Now that we can't do meetups, it's like, oh. Tea. I'm always forgetting about my Silk Road duties. I have too much Tepigs. I keep running out of balls. And Mercantor evolve a shiny Magby. Yeah, I tend to, for things like that, I'll just use all my rare candies from raids so that I can evolve and get the Pokemon that I want. Um, but there is the old buddy walking if you're able to go out and walk around. Why is Discord running so slow? I said open Discord. Oh, because it's updating, that's why. Ugh. Oh, rare candies exist, I forgot. Yeah, that happens. That'll happen. I'll often forget about them until it's like your storage is full. Then I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, 200 rare candies. Rude. Oh, who said I had any? Oh no. Well, if you're raiding, you'll collect some. Doesn't take long. Oh, little Tepig. I'm really lucky with my workplace. I'm parked on like 3 or 4 Pokestops that are accessible, so I can just stay at work and be like boop 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 boop, spinning Pokestops. Might gotta spend my allowance on passes. Oh, well, I mean, obviously I spend a lot of money on this game, but you don't have to. There, like, you can use your free passes, and if you have the time and ability to battle your way into gyms, hey, shiny, you can get yourself some more coins that away. But I was laying hard. I missed 4 of my balls for Deoxys, so it fled. Oof, that hurts. Sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah. There are certainly there's a lot of glitches that were happening when they did some of those recent updates where people were having trouble with things like that. How was this one? Oof, nope, that's not an evolving one. It's so tempting to go out and like walk up and down the street where all those lures out, but I know how hot it is out there, and I just don't want to. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I like spinning the stops and getting the community day specific quests and having the chance to get like a hundo shiny from them, but I really don't want to walk around if I don't have to. The 50-year-old android already has the worst time of its life. Niantic is just bringing hell. Yeah, it definitely. We were saying earlier, like Pokemon, it'll take your money and your soul. It is very, very true. It can be quite demanding, but it's also up to the individual gamer to like, oh dear, up to the gamer to. I don't want to have to scan with the mobile app. So much effort. I just want to get into Discord. It's up to like us as individuals to have some degree of discipline, which I do not have. I'm very impulsive. But all right, I think I might just have to use the Discord app for a second, just so I can get into it on my computer. Where's the QR code scanning? How do I do this? There we go. Come on. There we go. Log me in. Yes. Ah, there we go. Now I can fix it. That won't help, but it's not the best optimized game, sadly. Yeah, it really annoys me that they don't give us all the information about things like shiny rates and stuff like that, like the loot box stuff that's apparently law that they're supposed to tell us. Because something like Bidoof Day, for example, I spent way too much money on incense and raid passes and things, trying to get a shiny, and had 0 luck. And if I knew, like, oh, it's a super, super, super low shiny rate, then I might not have done that. And that's, I think, why they're supposed to do these things. Sorry, I'm like half distracted as I try and do this thing. There it is, Sylph League. Yeah. Sylph Road. That ought to do her. There we go. All right. Now later when people in my community need to be whatchamahoo's it. I got people who need to be checked in so they can get their silver badges. I can do it. Sorry for the distraction. Need to do that. Oh, yeah. Just asking, can I friend you? I got 7 friends. Yeah. Yeah, DJs, if you want to drop your friend code in the chat, I don't mind adding you. I don't invite a lot of people to raids generally, but I try to send gifts as often as possible, so at least that would help you get a few Pokeballs here and there. I miss when they had the, like, here, have all of the gifts, or have all the Pokeballs or gifts. When I'm like this looking at the computer, I'm just like, that is not a flattering, like, what is happening here? Oh, yay. Oh. Oh, oh dear. Look at this. Alright. Oh, I didn't even realize shiny. I was extra surprised shiny. I was looking at a message from my supervisor in a group with like the other supervisors where we talk, and he's asking for work information. I'm just like, no. I don't want to be responding to this, but I'm also just trying to understand, like, what is he saying? What does he want? No. Yeah. That was a good surprise, shiny. All right. The shiny is too good, I think. No, I'll find out in a moment. Let's spin this, and let's enter that friend code in here. Boop, boop. Yon san ichi ichi, hachi hachi yon yon. Go nana kyu ich. There you go. Boop. All right, and now I can sit back again. Ah, oh yes, readjust the ice pack. That feels nice. That's nice. Ice pack was a good idea. Still no crabs though. I think it's too hot for the crabs too. Are crabs temperature sensitive? I wonder. I mean, obviously they're sensitive to it when you throw them in a pot and boil them, but like, do they not like the thingy, the heats, the suns? Do they get dried out? I feel like, to me, just anything that lives in the water feels like it would get dried out and just be like, bleh. So now I'm just imagining a crab sitting in the sun and its inside not just getting cooked, but like straight up evaporating until there's just an empty shell there. But you'd never know, except if you watched it all day and realized it never moved. But you could just be sitting there, an empty shell. Oh, you've got a Magby on your profile. Nice. Ah, and you're walking it to get the candy. Good thinking. Yeah. You might, I mean, I feel like they like bringing Magmar back for events, so you might have a chance to like catch a bunch and get some more candy coming up in the nearest future. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was the Kanto event? No, it was something else. Oh, it was the December Community Day, where it was just like intense with the old Community Day Pokemon. Like, woof, I had so many of them. So many Magmars and Electabuzzes that time. I was what to do. The thing, I don't want to look at messages on my phone. I want to look at them on the computer. All right, nothing new has appeared there. Okay. Okay. Hooray. Also, we're at 35 followers now. The widget's only showing 33, but on Twitch it's saying 35. That means we're 15 away from getting to open that Eevee Heroes box. Not sure when we'll get there, but hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. I think I need to like stream 3 or 4 more times and then get those 15 followers, and then something happens. I level up. I level up in the world. It's almost 2 o'clock. Is it pizza time? Fingers crossed it's soon. I think so too. I'm excited for the idea. I would like to open the box and then open other boxes because I have other things to open. that Shining Star V set, like, I've been debating it because I was talking with one of my friends who was thinking about maybe buying the 2 boxes from me to open on their streams because they were like, it'd be great for content. But those boxes right now are selling for twice their original value, which, I mean, when you think about it, isn't that crazy? That's how much people were just paying to get the EV Heroes boxes. But it was a little bit much for my friend. And I was like, yeah, that's true. But I'm also like, so I can open the 2 boxes that I already paid for quite some time ago and maybe get something awesome from them and have content for a stream. But I could also just sell them as they are, and that's more money that I can spend on other things for streaming content. So I don't know. I don't know. I need to get selling some stuff on Mercari first. And once I know I can make some income from that, then I know I can afford to like open boxes and make a bit of the money back selling bulk or singles or whatever. But I did. Opening those packs the other day was really, really enjoyable. I enjoyed that a lot. I missed opening packs of Pokemon cards and seeing the artworks and all the Shibazo arts. Oh, oh, so nice. Oh, I wanted to check this one out, didn't I? Did I already check it? I can't remember. No, I don't think I checked it out before, but those are some interesting stats. It's perfect in all the wrong places. Well, in one wrong place, just those two. If they just flippity floppity, we'd be a lot happier. Why am I doing this? Oh yeah, because I want to see if there's items I need to toss, but I'm nowhere near needing to toss items at the moment, so we've been doing pretty well. So many cute things. Anything good? Opening the card packs? I would say so. There was a full art Empoleon, a full art trainer. I think it was Phoebe was her name. Got a pair of VMAXs and a pair of Vs. And these were all like not from a box. There were no guaranteed pulls to be had. So I think I did quite well there. I was very happy. Oh, that right. I do have a box of a set that will be coming this month. I'm sorry if you guys hear clicking. That's my toes cracking. I entered the lottery for 2 of the new sets that are coming out. So the dragon-themed one I did not get selected for, but the other one with this skyscraper-looking guy as the mascot, that one I did get selected for. So I've got a box of that coming. And this time they were very clear in the emails that they were like, once we get through the first round of sending out the ones that people won the lottery for, there will be a second round and you could be selected then, which is what I think happened with EV Heroes, but they never stated that there was going to be a second round. So when I got an email, well, first I saw on the website, they're like, you ordered a box. And I'm like, yeah, that's clearly a glitch in the system. And they emailed me being like, we've shipped you a box. And I was like, what? And I'm checking my credit card and I'm like, there's nothing there. What? And then box arrived. And I was like, what? And then like 3 days later, it showed up on my credit card statement. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. So I might have a chance of getting that set down the line. But yeah, I think at the very least, opening a box once a month or so as new sets come out could be fun, if I can get them. And maybe opening some loose packs every now and again as I can get my hands on them. Okay, here's somebody outside doing something mechanical. It's not as loud as earlier. I think when I first started, like immediately something was going wah at a neighbor's house, and I was just like, why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Neighbors are so quiet 24/7. As soon as I have a microphone on, people need to listen. Like, oh, also it's 6 a.m., so I better say, oh my goodness, that is like, alas, indeed, that is quite late. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me, Dark Squall. I hope you have a wonderful sleep, get lots of rest, and I'm sure we'll catch you again sometime soon because this is a lot of fun. I've been enjoying this streaming life. And thank you again for all the advice and support you've given me with helping set up the mod bot and everything. Have a good community day. Oh, thank you so much, Dark Squall. Have a good night. Oh, that's what we do here. We just chill. We just chill out. Just catch a Pokemon and chit-chatting and seeing what happens. No problem. Have a good one. Oh, thank you. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, we still apparently have 7 viewers at this moment. All right, so we got some people just lurking. Appreciate you 2 lurkers. Thank you. It's always nice. I completely understand. Oh, now it's finally decided to it's finally decided to acknowledge that it's been rainy weather. Now that the sun has been out and it's been warm and bright outside, now it decides it's raining. But when it was pouring rain, it was green. But yeah, what was I saying? I completely understand having something as just background noise. Sometimes that's the best. Just have some noise on in the background while you do your other things. Usually for me, it's knitting. I'm knitting and doing other things. I kind of like, I want to be knitting now, but because it's community day, the Pokemon pop up a little too fast to really get away with it. But on a normal day with the incense, there is actually enough time to like get a few stitches in and then check the Pokemon. So that's how I roll, apparently. That's how I roll. Oop. And there we go. Maybe that'll do. Maybe that'll do what I want it to. Mm-hmm. I just realized, like, I've sunk again. I've sunk into the beanbag chair. It happens. The beanbag is, like, such a good idea, though. Beanbag was the best idea. Best idea. Alright, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Gotta get the shinies. I do. You gotta get all the shinies. I mean, there's only so many that a person realistically needs, but it's always nice to get as many as possible. I would obviously get way, way more if I didn't hang out at home and stream to do this. If I went and walked around outside or something, there'd be a lot more happening. But I like this. I like this being chill and safe at home, not having to worry about the pandemic. And I mean, I do pretty good. We're at 6, 9, 12, 14. 14's pretty good. Piggy! The piggy. So many piggies. It's just a piggy kind of day. Oh no, the yawns are happening again. We don't want to be yawning. We don't want to be yawning. I got around 25 shinies in total. Well, most of them are Tepigs. Nothing wrong with that. Especially like if you are somewhat new to the game, that'll happen. Community day shinies are usually just intense. Like they have quite high rates on these days. It's a nice time. Who's inviting me? Oh, I'm always getting invited to raids even when I'm not online. I mean, I appreciate it. It's nice, but I can't always be doing these raids. Boop. Hey, there's another shiny. I'm not new. It's just before. Ah, I see. I see. I see. Eh. That's one of those ones. I don't know exactly what to think or feel about the spoofing issue. I think I've said before, like, for me personally, never going to do it because it's just not worth risking getting banned. But I understand the reasons why some other people do it, ranging from being in a spot that has almost no spawns or Pokestops, from people who actually have disabilities or illnesses that prevent them from being able to go out and be very mobile. And while they did make some improvements to the game to make it more easy to play at home for the pandemic, it's not enough for people who really need to be able to play at home. So I think, I don't know, it's a tough one. It's harsh to just ban people for it when the reason that they're doing it is somewhat legitimate. Like, Filuka, slow, bro. Hey, welcome. Yeah, since Pokemon Go is banned for travel. Yeah, like, I remember seeing one of the bigger Pokemon Go YouTubers or streamers saying something once like, yeah, well, I mean, that's just how it is. Like, if you can't I don't know, if you can't swing a bat, you can't play baseball. That like they don't change the whole sport of baseball so you can play baseball. You just don't get to play because you can't swing a bat. So if you can't walk around and travel, then you can't play Pokemon Go at the end. There's other Pokemon games to play. And I was like, yeah, I get what you're saying, and it kind of makes some sense, but at the same time, like, it's a free to play mobile phone app, and for some people, like, if your whole friend group is playing it and enjoying it, or your family, and you want to be a part of that, you should be able to be. Like, I don't know. It's a really tough one. And at the end of the day, like, it is Niantic's game, it's their rules, their terms of service. So if they say we don't want you doing this, and they are consistent in punishing people who break their terms of service, like consistent and fair across the board, they always do what they say they're going to do. It's I get it, but they need to make things better. They need to make it better. Oh, I was just discussing that, but I think is enough talk about spoofing for one day. I do not do it, but if others do it for their various reasons, that is their thing to do. But I will not. It's not worth it. But also not worth it because I live in Japan, so if I want to do better at the game, like even within my own city, I just have to go to the park where the castle is and automatically like crazy spawns, tons of Pokestops. It's super easy. So there's no need for me to. Oh, I just realized I should go in here. And there you are. Almost forgot to send you a gift. Japan has a crazy ton of stops. We do. We have quite a few. But it's because, like, there are so many landmarks. Like, obviously, I have this tiny shrine, and another tiny shrine, and a bento shop with a naked lady statue. And, oh, it's another shrine. Well, technically a temple. That one has Terra in it. And then all the post office are Pokestops. So like right off the bat, there's all those. Like there's so many things that are legitimate items to be made into Pokestops. I live in California, but in a really small city. Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, where I live, Japanese people were like, "Oh, no, that's really rural. You're going to be out in the countryside." But like clearly, it's. I mean, if we just do a little spin around here, sorry, we'll just get this guy real quick. You can see if we just look around my area, there's plenty of gyms and Pokestops and things around. I just have to actually get up and walk around and get to them. And with the current situation in the world, it's not the smartest idea to be running around doing that. But hey, why not? Man, this guy is all over the neighborhood. Is he driving around? Or do they go back to having like the 3 hour lures? Maybe they did. Huh. Huh. The community there is so good. It is and isn't. I think there's a lot of friend groups that play together, but it's not like you can easily go out and make friends with other people who are playing. So, like, I've been out in a park where clearly there's like a couple hundred people all playing the same game, but you don't connect with anybody. Like, they're in their little group and you're by yourself. So, I started building my own community of other foreigners living in Kansai. And we had a lot of meetups in Kyoto and Osaka before I moved, but also before COVID. So I'm really hoping, like, with the vaccination rollout, things will start to improve and we can start doing that again. And I start building another little community down here where I'm living. But I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. I can't say all the players I've met here, Japanese and foreign, have been super, super nice. The Japanese PvP players I used to meet up and play with were so amazing. So, so amazing. Like, super, super nice and supportive. It's gonna suck because then school is gonna be longer. Really? Oh, like longer school days? Like, are you having shortened days right now, or it's shorter because you're doing like long distance learning? I have no idea what's happening with the school systems around the world. It's pretty much business as usual here. There's been no lockdown in Japan, so. Oh, oh, weird. Circle, no circle, circle, no circle. What's going on with that Pokestop? I thought that was a glitch earlier, but apparently it's just me. I was short because of COVID. Interesting. A lot of places have just made some interesting decisions, like, oh, we'll just have shorter hours and that's safer. And I'm like, having a business open for less time doesn't make it safer. Like, okay, there's less chance of somebody with the virus coming into your business during that time, but all it takes is one come in and hang on everybody, and no, it's still dangerous. It's still very dangerous. Oh, it's silly, 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 silly. I can't tell if I'm hungry or not. Do I want the order pizza or no? Do I want to make rice and curry? I don't know. I don't know. So many decisions to make. So many things to think about. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. No. It's midday, so my body's like, nap time. Nap time. But no, we still have, what, 3 more hours to go? I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to the last 3 hours streaming. I think I'll have to stop at some point before then. Although I've done it before. I have played the entire 6 hours on stream before. Oh, the rice talk made me get a 950 CP shiny Tepig. Wow. Wow. I guess he wants some rice too. Maybe he's also hungry. This is always the tough decision times. It's like I start feeling a little hungry and they're like, do I want to order a pizza or do I want to make food? I should make food because that's cheaper. But also if I order a pizza, then I have leftover pizza to eat on other days. So, Luigi. Oh, what that? If I keep seeing line messages pop up on my computer and I'm all excited, like, oh, hey, friends. And then, no, it's just my work. I don't want to think about work on my day off. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody stop. Stop trying to make me work on my day off. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If it's my teachers asking me for things, that's fine. But once one of my bosses or superiors, it's like, no. I will help my staff on my day off. I will answer their questions and do what I can for them. But I'm not going to get sucked into work talk with superiors. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Oh dear, another yawn. Maybe I should be switching to coffee instead of all the tea. But also maybe food would help. It is, I have not had lunch yet. I just want to double check I got all my photo bombs. Yep, I did. All right, let's give you a berry, though, because you're hungry. Yay, Beans. Are you happy now? You happy? Happy, Beans? All right, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Back on the map. Back on the map to check the shiny. It's not shiny. It's not as shiny. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Actually, is everything okay here? Okay, camera's warm but not hot. I don't have air conditioning down here where I'm sitting, so I gotta make sure things are fine. Oh, be right back. No worries, DJs. We're chill here. You can do whatever you like. Go where you... Well, not anything you like. There's certain things you shouldn't say or do on the stream. All right, computer's feeling okay. It's not too hot. But, yeah, you need to go somewhere, you go. You go and you do your things. Oh, I just remembered I have cheese in the fridge. Let's eat the cheese and contemplate life. Yeah, the cheese is right. The fridge is right beside my computer. I have a very small living room here in my little rental house. You stop. Get in the bowl. Get in the bowl while I eat my cheese. Yes. I was so happy when the convenience store started getting these bags of perfectly made little cheese squares. And just so easy to snack on. You could never have too much cheese. Never. Never. Unless you're lactose intolerant, in which case, you know, that might be awful. Happy, happy cheese time. Did I ever get you? No, I did not. You're a new one. It's a new Tepig. It's just hanging out. Just a quiet little cheese moment. We all need these moments. Not too much happening in the way of raids, unfortunately. So I can feel my body wants to yawn again, and I'm just like, why am I so sleepy? I could become one of those people who's just like, I'm an in real life streamer. I'm just going to take a nap on the stream. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. Yes, cheese is good. Cheese was the right decision. Though it's not helping me on my decision between whether to have curry and rice or order a pizza. Oh. I probably should just have curry and rice, because, yeah, but effort, but man, Gosh, as I'm getting like lower and lower over here. Maybe because I'm getting tired, who knows? It's still, like, it's still kind of early in the day. Like, I've only been streaming for, what, 3 hours and 20-ish minutes? There's still not, like, just under 3 hours to go on this event. Like, we can't quit yet. I might cut the stream short, but if I do, I think I would have to go hit all those Pokestops. Let's do a big old circle around the neighborhood. Boop. Tippy tappy. What was that? That was not a throw. That was not a throw at all. That was terrible. That was terrible. Ow. Tippy tappy tappy. One thing that sucks about life in Japan is there's no cheese curds. And that cheese was, like, tasty and good, but something about it made me think of cheese curds. I know I want cheese curds. Oh, back. I got like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of batter time, or 10 minutes before you have to go do something? Tim must gotta get off. Alrighty. Oh, you are welcome to hang out with us over here until then. So tell us, it's a very quiet and peaceful place over here. I do not have a following, really, at this moment. Like, I have friends I've made through when I was doing more stuff on YouTube who come and hang out, but for the most part, it's just a chill place to be over here. What's your stream schedule, by the way? No schedule. I just hop on when I feel like it, and I'm able to. My work hours are pretty tough, so there's no predicting when I will be around. At some point, I would like to have a semi-regular stream schedule, but right now, I really have no idea, unfortunately, which is one of the reasons why it will take me quite a while to do well over here on Twitch, but that's okay. Just gotta do what I can do. Something was just moving outside, but I don't know what it was. It wasn't a crab, I know that much. Oh, who that is? Nope. No thank you. No thank you, Home Doom. Alright, well, check every once in a while if you stream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think with the way that time zones work, if I'm streaming before work, you might be able to catch me every now and again. And then obviously community days, if I'm playing from home, I'll be on for a large part of the day. And just chilling out here, with or without the comfy beanbag. The beanbag is definitely a good choice, though. It's very comfy. Alrighty. I'm getting really sleepy. Oh man. I might actually need to like cut the stream short and take a nap or something. Put a clip on the Go Plus and take a nap. Just weird to not like sit and play through the whole day. But it has been a long week with some early mornings and late finishes. So, but no hundo. I mean, it might have been a nundo. Who knows? Yeah, no, I don't think there's been any nundos. Oh, it gets tiring trying to look for them. Very tiring, very fast. Out of 4K CP hundo slacking. It's also my best mon. Oh, nice! Congrats! That is awesome. Very, very good. That's a good one to have for defending gyms and things. Just gets you those sweet, sweet coins. Man, I'm really sleepy. Do I look as sleepy as I feel? Not good. The sleep is trying to come get me. It's trying to come get me. I think I know why, though. Oh, bum. Gotta get the shinies while you can. Absolutely. That's the toughest part. Like, with these 6 hour community days, I don't want to stop playing. Like, I don't want to miss any part of it. But also, 6 hours is a long time. It'll be a little sad when we go back to 3 hours, but technically for my time zone, I shouldn't fire. Pokemon Go thinks I'm in Sydney. Oh dear. I guess that's just where the game has to, where you gotta stay in the game for now, eh? Oh. Another Tepig. I don't know why I needed to sing that. Man, I might actually end up nodding off if I'm not careful. Oh dear. All right, I think I might. Ugh. I accidentally tapped the rocket radar, didn't I? I think I might have to cut this and take a little nap over here. Or I'm not going to make it all the way through the day. But I can at least do something to the Go Plus, get that clicked up, and see how that goes. Oh my goodness. How are we doing right now anyways? Well, we got 4 people here. I feel bad to cut and run on you guys, but I think I had better cut it short before I actually fall asleep on you, because that we were for like, could you imagine? It would just be a stream of me being like, although that might actually be kind of fun. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I think I will cut it, and if I don't take a nap, I should at least make myself a proper lunch. So, with that being said, let's sit up and make some proper eye contact here. Hello, people. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me today. I guess before we wrap up, I should have a quick summary. Let's see, how many shinies do we actually have? Actually, you know, before cutting it, we should evolve that good shiny. I should evolve the good shiny before I cut it. I'll hurt by back and neck. Yeah, for sure. It wouldn't be the first time I've done that. Well, fallen asleep in a way that caused pain, but it would be the first time I've done so on camera. Hey, there's another shiny. See, the game is just like, don't stop. Keep playing. Don't cut the stream. Just keep going. Feeling for you. I don't know, maybe I won't. If it keeps giving me shinies, I don't know if I can. How can I, like, walk away from that? Oh, let's check what's it like. See, then it gives me a shiny like that, and it's like, actually, no, we want you to get lost. I'm like, All right, let's throw a ball at this guy. Boop. Have your ball. All right, and let's go find that. Yeah. What did I just do? Oh, that one's also apparently 3 stars, but this is the one I wanted. All right, let's evolve it once, and then I think a Pokemon's probably going to appear while we're evolving it. So I'll have to come back out. Why even check if it has 70? Because you can power it up. It's not hard to power them up, at least not for me. I have a lot of dust and a lot of candy, so it doesn't matter. Even if it's a level 1, I will power things up if I want to have a super powered one. Wow. Get in the bowl. Bowl, 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 bowl. Alright, there should be one more. There it is. Quick catch. And then we can evolve that Pignite. Although the Pignite is pretty nice in shiny form. I like these, like Halloween. These very Halloween. Oh, wait, no, that's not the button. I'm sleepy. I'm a little too sleepy here. Oh, now it's back up to 5 viewers again. As soon as I'm like, I'm sleepy, I should go take a nap, cut the stream and take a nap. Then Pokemon Go's like, here, have a shiny, and Twitch is like, here, more viewers. Hooray. Oh, that's a very nice Pokemon. I like it a lot. Hey, get over here. Get over here. I need to see that Mortal Kombat movie, the new one. I don't know if it's out yet. I think it's streaming somewhere, but you have to pay to stream it. It's got Sanada Hiroyuki and Tadanobu Asano in it, who are like my favorites. So, all right, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 shinies at the current moment. Pretty good. Pretty good for just over halfway through the event. But I think for the sake of my brain, I'd better cut the stream here, and I should take a sleep. I should take a little nap. I should eat something, because clearly my body is telling me something's up here. So, thank you very much to everybody for coming and hanging out. I hope you had some fun. I certainly did. I always enjoy these little streams and just chilling and hanging out with the Poke people. And yeah, I don't think I'm making any sense right now because I am very, very sleepy. It's like siesta time here, apparently. So, I hope if you haven't started your Tepig day yet that you have a fantastic one and have all the shiny luck that you could hope for. And if you've already done it, I hope your day went well. Whether it's day, night, evening, morning, dusk, dawn, twilight, whatever the heck it is for you, I hope it is lovely, and I will catch you guys again very, very soon. Let's put the phone down for a second so I can say goodbye.